Kitty, my dearest wife, I can definitely get that bunny dancing emote in for next week. I definitely promise. And the time is 11 a.m. in not so sunny California. Hello, everyone! How is everybody doing today? So many people early here today. So many wonderful, beautiful faces. Hello, hello, hello. Starting from the top, shoutouts to the incredible mod, Lady Kitty Lynn, the incredible, the one and only, my amazing, beautiful wife. Hello, Kitty. And of course, Tyler is here. Hi, Tyler. It's been a little bit of a break, but hey, welcome back to the stream. Nice to see you. Chips is here with the early birds, as well as Duppy and Siska, and Caleb is here. Irina is at a basketball tournament. Hey, have fun. And of course, who can forget Seek? Hello. Not Seek. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. I'm gonna boo myself. Give me a second, okay? Seku. I was running in automatic for a second, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's Seku. God, see, I knew how to pronounce your name, but I forgot for a hot second, which just goes to show that I'm not very, very smart. Also, hi, Alex. How you doing today?
Welcome.
You've been catching quite a few movies, huh, Alex? Honestly, I think that's so commendable. Honestly, I wish I had the proactiveness of, like, going out to the movies. That's not me. That is absolutely not me. Thank you, Seku. Thank you. I was actually on Seku's stream earlier today because Seku was doing an extra long Persona 5 Royale stream, and I just showed up, and Seku is very, very sweet. Oh, Seku. Honestly, it was really, really fun. Kitty and I together, we put like 150 hours into Persona 1, Persona 5. We platinumed the whole game. And seeing you play Royale, I was like, what the hell is half of these things? There is a star boy whose name is Jose, who does things I don't even know. It's weird. Oh, by the way, we have emotes, by the way. Let me just actually do, we're getting in quadruple emotes today for some reason, so everybody please abuse them. Please, for the love of God, enjoy them, because earlier this week, Stream Elements was like, no emotes for nobody. Nobody gets emotes today, said there we go, look at them! There they go. It's like a little crowd. It's like a little mob. It's like a little mob of emotes. I love that. And of course today, we're going to be returning to the world of role-playing, and we're going to be continuing the adventures of Aurelis the Slime They. Yes, so please feel free to spam slime whenever you get a chance. It is my new favorite emote. I absolutely love it. And Seku says, Persona has grown really dear to me. It's so nice. It has a really, really good gameplay loop. I have gone in great lengths on the stream before about my overall opinions on the story of the game, but I cannot take away from it the fact that it's a really satisfying gameplay loop. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff to love in that game. Remember yesterday when Plaguesword showed up? And I was like, yeah, please spam Elmo. And I forgot how to spell Elmo. And we typed emo instead. And Plague was like, yeah, post some emos in chat for me. God. Every time Plaguesword shows up in chat, I'm just like, oh my god. I can't believe it. It's him. It's him. It was really cute. I was hanging out in Seku's chat. And it was funny because someone was like, what are you doing here, MKirin? And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Ronnie's here. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Ronnie. I love you. I love you, Ronnie. Yeah, welcome to my stream. If this is your first time being here, hello. The name is Maxi, also known as MKirin. My pronouns are they, them. Check the rules if this is your first time. Introduce yourself. Walk in. Enjoy the cozy vibes. The plan for today, by the way, we're going to be role-playing. We're going to be playtesting. Yes, thank you, Caleb. Yes, all the music is from the incredible, amazing Lo-Fi Leah, who has given me permission to have their music on my stream. They're incredible, and I love them. They are the soundtrack to my books. In fact, can I do this? No, I probably should. I actually probably shouldn't show you my my Spotify page. Also, thank you, Siska, by the way, did exclamation mark Moontome, so we could get a little link to Moontomes, by the way. Fun fact, at the end of the stream, we're going to go on raid Moontomes, because Moontomes is streaming today at 2 p.m., which happens to be the time when my stream is going to end. And, you know, just between you and me, okay, the following is not for Moontums. Moontums, cover your ears, okay? I may or may not gift a bunch of subs, so maybe you should go show up at Moontums' stream, just saying. Anyways, you should probably go and do that. Get your Twitch accounts ready. It's about to go down. Something. Everybody in the deck. Sorry. I'm trying to remember. I'm on a boat. And stay on your MFing toes. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me, because I'm standing on a boat. What do you mean I would kill them? I would never hurt Ronnie. I love Ronnie. Also, you need to remember that I am a person of my word. I promised that I would raid them and give a bunch of subs. So, that's what I'm going to do today. I love Siska. I mean, you should do it. But still. Yeah, well, you know what? Oh no. I'm showering my friends with affection. Oh no. I want you to realize that this is the way that I am in real life, by the way. I do love to give my friends lots of affection. I'm actually a really physical person. I love giving hugs. I wish that as a culture we could standardize. We could normalize kissing your friends on the cheek. Because if so, I would give all of my friends a kiss on the cheek. Oh my god. That is the one thing I miss about Mexico. Because like in Mexico, it's pretty normal to like give people a kiss on the cheek. Mostly family, but you know, depending on your group of friends, you might actually be able to give your friend a kiss on the cheeks. But you know, like I want to do that. I want to just be like, oh hello friend, and then mwah mwah. Just to show them how much I love them. That is, of course, if the friends are also cool with physical affection, you know. I don't want anybody to feel, you know, uncomfortable. Oh, yes, Siska just recently had a really, really important surgery. Can I get a bunch of trans flags for Siska, please? Because Siska is great. And also, never forget...
You're beautiful.
So... what's happening today? So we're going to be playtesting Iron Valley version 1.1, which I realize, let me just hide my screen for a second so I can give you the link to Iron Valley. Here it is. It's Iron Valley. It's my RPG. It is a lovely hack of Ironsworn, exclamation mark Ironsworn and exclamation mark Iron Valley. We give you links to these games. Recently, the one and only Sean Tompkin actually retweeted Iron Valley, and I was dying. Oh, Moontums, you're so cute. Moontums is like... Moontums is trying to find a way out of me giving them stuffs. Oh no. Oh no, if only. Yeah. Sean, who's the creator of Ironsworn and Starforged, the original RPGs that Iron Valley is based on, he left me a really, really wonderful message. He thanked me for the success of my game, and he said that he described Iron Valley as wonderful, and my heart completely melted. Sean is just so incredibly sweet. Yo, that's awesome. I love that, Tyler. I know, like, Sean just seems like the nicest guy in the world. And it's funny because, like, you know, I get notifications whenever somebody buys something. Ooh, Victor Andrade. Hello, Victor. Welcome to the stream. The name's Maxi. Pronounce they, them. Please consider checking the rules in the description. And yes, this is an Ironsworn hack. That it is a cozy version of Ironsworn, inspired by Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing. And we're going to be continuing the adventures of Aureli the Jelly. We're playing as a slime bay. And we're going to be seeing about pursuing romantic relationships with maybe the mayor of town, Cosmos, or Cygnus, the sad anime boy. Right? Could mods give me a hand, please? But what I was saying, yes, we're going to be continuing, maybe we're gonna be, checking out, cute anime boy, into this episode, yes. But yeah, so, if anybody, thank you, mods, if anybody out there, if you want the rules explained, please tell me. I try to do my best to actually walk you, through the rules of the game. If you aren't familiar with Ironsworn, I know, but it's okay. We're not gonna let that get to us, you know. But what I wanted to say is that I want to try to actually, Aurelie does have 2 hands. It is true. And by the way, remember, if you want to write in my spirits, please just type slime in chat so that we can have a little army of Dragon Quest slime showing up on screen. If this is your first time here, emojis and emotes on chat actually show up on the screen. Look, there they go. For some reason, we have like a quadruple effect. So, but you know, type them in chat if you got them. I mean, like, we were talking that, like, the way that Aurelius went to bed is that they literally, like, they became just like a blob and just went to sleep as a blob, which I think is kind of adorable. It actually kind of makes me want to write a story about, like, an actual person who's like a jelly or like a slime, because it was actually really interesting figuring out problems like that. Also, Sofifi's here. Hi, Sofifi. Welcome to the stream, Sofifi. How are you doing today? I guess I should actually probably, let me just turn off the screen for a second. Ironsworn it's ironswornrpg.com, isn't it? Of course I know this. All right, so, if you're interested in playing, the original game, it's actually, free to download. Ironsworn, the original, Starforged, is, paid, but it is absolutely worth the money. I own both of them physically. It is actually really fun, medieval style role-playing game that you can play entirely by yourself, and in the same fashion, Ironvalley follows on the same mechanics, and you can play it entirely by yourself. It is a role-playing game where you don't need a game master, and it makes it really interesting. You're able to have a little bit of a game entirely with yourself, and I love that. You know, as someone who's forever been doomed to game master, it is nice to just have the opportunity to play a character and explore the stories I want to explore, you know? Not that there's anything wrong with game mastering. I particularly enjoy, you know, game mastering for my friends. But, you know, if you've been stuck being a game master forever, you get it. And unlike Ironsworn, which is definitely, you know, a little bit more intense, and your character can in fact die, and there are rules for your character literally dying, and, you know, what happens then. Ironvalley is a little bit more cozy. It's just about living in a small community, and I will be... Oh, Dale is here. Hi, Dale.
Welcome.
Thank you for the commands. Thank you, baby. So let me catch you up on what have we been up to. We have been playing as Aurelius, who's by the way on the bottom left on the screen. Their pronouns are they, them. They are a female presenting slime. And in this version of Ironvalley, because when you create the game, when you actually prepare your campaign, you actually choose what kind of campaign you're going to be playing at. You can play in a contemporary setting, like modern day. You can play in a medieval setting, like a standard fantasy novel, or you can play in a science fiction setting. I haven't playtested the science fiction setting, so that's what we're doing. This version of Ironvalley happens to be in an arcology, which is a large domed structure in a garden planet. You also select what kind of people live in it, and we're going for fantastical ancestries. So imagine there's fantasy races walking around here. And there's also, you can select what kind of magic that exists in the world. Oh my god, Sofifi. Yo, that's awesome. And for a hot second, I thought Dale was talking about making Gunpla. I love making Gunpla, but anyways, so last time, after seeing the stuff that was going on in town, seeing that the mayor, Cosmos, and Cygnus were having a bit of an argument, we decided to learn more about Cygnus and chat with him, and we rightfully failed right away. It was not until later when we actually had a conversation with a shopkeep, a Snail the Snake, who is basically like a Tsuchinoko riding like a mech suit, who runs the local shop, and we learned a lot through them. We actually completed a nice trade. We traded some of the fruit that we scavenged the day before for some flowers, because we know that Cygnus likes flowers. And after giving Cygnus some flowers, we actually earned quite a lot of favor with him, and that's kind of like the relationship/social link system in this game. Now, I did not actually finish the move. In case you don't know what a move is, the way that Ironsworn works is that instead of having to memorize the entire rulebook, the rules in the game are contained inside of moves. Moves are self-contained mechanisms that tell you when they're triggered and what happens. And in that way, you know what you don't have to learn the entire rulebook. You only learn the moves and use the rulebook as reference whenever you have a question around the rules themselves. So that means that once you get used to the game, you don't have to be referencing the book over and over. And this version, I'm working on version 1.1 of the role-playing game, and I'm introducing a bunch of new moves for new mechanics in the game, such as trading, giving gifts, scavenging, growing crops, and stuff like that. So the one thing that we didn't finish last time is that we gave a gift to Cygnus. Oh, hi, Alexo. It's been a little while. How you doing?
Greetings.
Nice to see you, Alexo. The one thing is that we gave the gift to Cygnus, and we gained the favor. But after that, it says envision the townie's reaction to the gift, and then time passes. So that is the one thing we forgot to do. So I want to begin today's session by envisioning how Cygnus reacts to the gift. And now you may be wondering, Max, how do you play a game entirely by yourself without a game master? How do you recognize when there are things that you don't have the answer to? And for that, we have dice. We have dice to help us come up with answers. Let me actually start the timer so we actually respect breaks today. So we have dice, and we also have oracles. Or oracles, as we like to, joke around here. Oracles are random tables that can answer questions. And by the way, all of the Iron Valley tables, well, a bunch of the Iron Valley tables are currently on Chartopia, which is a website where you can just literally roll on random tables. So I'm just gonna, instead of rolling like a dice, I'm just literally gonna roll on one of the tables we have. There's an action and theme oracle, which is a nice overarching way to get a reaction from a character. So what is their action and what is the theme of their reaction? Perform essence. So so I'm thinking the way that I'm reading this, okay? And a lot of a solo role-playing game is reading the results of the die and analyzing them, okay? Well, performing is, a form of acting, and I think that the way that Cygnus behaves right away is that he attempts to hide how much he likes it. He the essence of himself that really loves flowers, he tries to hide it, but I feel like we can see through it. And again, you don't roll to see if someone likes the present. You know they like the present. As a game designer, I wanted to make sure that there were parts of the game that were not left to random chance. This is a game about forming bonds with people, about making friends, and there's enough dice rolling in the game as it is. I feel like if you give someone a gift and they like it, then they're gonna like you back. Much like in games like Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon and stuff like that. I didn't feel like that was something that they did a dice roll. So let's envision, using our imagination, how Cygnus reacts to the gift. And I feel like the way that we set up the scene last time, Aurelis was walking up to the counter of what is the name of the... What is the name? Oh, Silent Harvest is the name of the inn that Cygnus is running by himself. And Cygnus was ignoring us a little bit because we may or may not have scared him with our giant beetle pet. More on that info later. Remind me to pick up the beetle. Oh, we named him Siggy, didn't we? Remind me to pick up Siggy from Snail's shop, by the way. Oh, hi, Lish. It's been so long. Hi, Lish.
Welcome.
How you doing today, Lish? We're role-playing today. So, Cygnus was looking a little bit, ignoring us a little bit, and then we walked up and apologized for what happened earlier today, and we offered him a little bouquet of flowers. And I envision, again, that he pretends that he doesn't like it for a second. I imagine... So is it just me, or is Silent Harvest, does it sound like a horror slasher movie? You're not wrong at all. You're absolutely not wrong. We're choosing to look at it as a kind of like cozy, like a sleepy town kind of name for an inn, but definitely you can read it in a different way. Also, Lish, I'm happy your stomach is not exploding. Everyone I know has been like sick lately. It's so sad. Which just makes me feel like I'm just about to get sick myself. So yeah, Cygnus, we offer the flowers to him, and Cygnus immediately kind of looks away, but his hands reach for them, of course. He hides that he likes them, but accepts them nonetheless, and I feel like when he looks up back at us, his expression is a little bit softer, And one of the main rules of this game is that the biggest enemy in this game, so one of the things, especially for anyone here who's new, so Iron Valley is not a game with HP. There are no hit points in this game. There is no HP. There's also no experience points. This isn't a game where you're gonna, like, you know, get hit by a wild boar and die. This is a cozy game about relationships and living in a small town. So there is no HP, but there is still an antagonistical force in this game, and that antagonistical force is time. As you do actions throughout the game, time passes, and there's actually a little calendar in the game. There's a calendar with holidays, and as you do things, the days fill up, and you actually have to physically advance to the next day. So much like in games like Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley, time management happens to be one of the really important parts of this game. I like Seku. Just like in real life, I know, you lose track of time. But at least in this game, losing track of time is not exactly inherently a bad thing. It's an antagonistical force, but it's not bad. So let's read the rules for when time passes. Time passes. Whenever you lose track of time, mark 1 tick in the current day in the calendar. No, I'm not talking about you, Seku. By the way, Seku, can I say that I love your aesthetic as a VTuber, by the way? I love the idea that you're just like a tick. I think that's really funny, actually. I already marked the tick already, by the way. But what I didn't do was the rest of the text here, by the way. So, if this tick does not fill the box, it hasn't. Each box holds 4 ticks. Envision how time got away from your character. If you spent quality time with a townie, gain 1 favor with them, then continue playing. So now, because we have lost track of time, we have to envision how it happened, right? And I legitimately think that we spent probably several hours just chatting with Cygnus. That to me feels right. And when you're playing a solo game, going with your gut feeling is often, I feel, correct. So I feel like after giving Cygnus a gift, he opens up a little bit with us, and the way that I'm picturing it, I'm picturing that Cygnus is still working behind the desk at the inn, receiving guests and answering questions. Yeah, we definitely made up. It's so true. And I feel like there's probably like a bar stool or something, and we're just sitting there, just literally chatting with Cygnus as he goes about his day. I'm envisioning things such as, like, at some point, you know, it's starting to get late, by the way. I'm picturing that it's starting to get late. I'm gonna say it's probably like 5, maybe 6 in the afternoon. Maybe no, it's 5 o'clock, and because it's summer, it's spring, it's already getting dark. So we have a few of the guests are coming down to the lobby. And I envision that Cygnus puts out coffee and treats in the main living area, and we just help him make coffee. And as we're just hanging around, we're just chatting and stuff. And I'm gonna do another theme and action roll. I want to see, do we learn, what is the tone of the conversation? Let's just infer it from this roll. Compliment heirloom. So, very very easy. To me, we know that Cygnus, because we learned earlier in the game that Cygnus is running the inn entirely by himself because the previous person left. Oh, hi, Jada.
Welcome.
How you doing today, Jada? Nice to see you. Cygnus is taking care of it, and I feel like, because the previous owner. Oh, you haven't missed much, Jada. We are catching up with Cygnus's reaction after we gave him the gift. Is there a link to the Chartopia? If only I had it saved in my in my clipboard. There you go. Yeah, I recommend bookmarking that because I'll be adding more. And my favorite, by the way, I'm actually gonna take a second. My favorite roller that we have, by the way, is right here, number 1. The Townie generator. You can click 1 roll and have an entire character generated for your town. Let me just do a quick roll just for a test. You pick what ancestry it is. The hybrids work! So you can have a character who is a hybrid between a human and a Dullahan, so half and half. Or an animal villager like Animal Crossing, it's a monkey. You pick a name. This name is incorrect, but whatever, it's fine. And then you have all the details. They're a child. Their pronouns are they, them. They present femme. Their job is bookbinder, so it's a really young bookbinder. Their traits are crafty and foodie. And they love coin collecting, and we have all these things here. You can, in fact, have dual hands in your village. So for the fantastical ancestries, we went hardcore with a bunch of really, really random special ones. You know, there's goblins, there's humans, there's elves, there's dwarves, but there's also a bunch of random ones. You can be a zombie, you can be a vampire. To me, it just... I love that. Yes, Seku says a child bookbinding prodigy. I love that. Yeah, no. Yeah, Kitty loves Dolahans because of Dorarara, so of course I had to put one in there. So yeah, with one click, instead of having to roll, because normally you would have to roll on... Your Honor? You're making me look bad right now, Chartopia. Actually, it's probably not Chartopia's fault. Chartopia! They actually retweeted Iron Valley. I feel so bad now. I don't know why it isn't rolling. But anyways, normally you would have to like re-roll. You roll on every single table. Roll on the names, roll on the hobby, roll on the on all the things. And instead, with Chartopia, you can just click one button and there's an NPC for you right there. That's what we did last time to make a snail the snake. But we'll get there. So let me just continue the scene as I was picturing it, okay? So we chat for a while, and the role that we got was Compliment Heirloom. And I feel like Cygnus really, really likes the inn. He feels really connected to the town thanks to the inn. And that's why he's a little bit sad that some people are believing rumors that are going around and, you know, believing that he might be related to someone's savory things. That makes him a little sad, but he really loves working at the inn, and I feel like we can see that, you know, from the way that he talks to the guests and him putting out coffee and like biscuits and like cookies for like the guests, you know. And I'm envisioning, you know, a myriad of fantastical races and species just, you know, walking to the lobby and like sitting around and chatting, you know, as the light of the sunset through the windows bathe the lobby in orange glow. And I'm sure people are sitting by the hearth just, you know, warming themselves. Also, oh, hi! Hi, Charlie!
Welcome.
How you doing today? Also, I think Charles is also going to be streaming today. Exciting! Let me take a sip of water. So, as per the new rules for the move Time Passes, if you spend quality time with a townie as part of Time Passes, you get one favor. You literally just get one favor. So you know what? We were at 6. Let me just copy and paste the smiley face. We have 7. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Okay, bum. Jesus. This is the one thing I hate about Google Docs, where it's like, no, man, just use the shortcut. I'm like, then what is the point of having this in the right-click menu if you're not gonna let me just paste it? Anyways, also Google Docs changed its appearance earlier this week, and I'm partially unhappy because change is scary. But you know what? I guess it's kind of minimalistic. It's fine. All right, rock and roll. Let's go. So, you may be wondering, Max, what are we gathering all this favor for? So, favor can be used for quite a few things. It can be used for trading for items if you want to get items from a character. It can be used to add to rolls, actually. If you're doing a roll, if you're doing something difficult and you're failing, you can actually call for help and call for a friend, and you can spend their favor to add to your dice rolls. But most importantly, you can spend favor to unlock hard events. Hard events, as seen in games like Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley, are tender moments with a character where you grow really closer to them. And unlocking hard events with a character actually makes it so that you gain favor even faster with them, but more importantly, they will be a mechanic for romance later in a future version. We have a lot of updates coming in version 1.1, so I'm not gonna give myself too much work, and I also have the romance system available already, but let's just say that, you know, hard events will be key to romantic interests in future versions of Iron Valley. So we're at 7. The first hard event costs 10, so if we can get a few more, I feel like we can already unlock Cygnus' first hard event. But before we even get there, so it is the end of the day. Each day can hold 4 ticks. We're already at 3 out of 4, so the day's almost over. And I have a question for chat, because here's the dealio, okay? I was thinking literally like 2 days ago when I was supposed to stream this, but then my internet died. I think that it would be cute if we got a job at the inn. We could get a job at the inn and maybe grow a little bit closer to Cygnus. But my question is this, okay? Because I know that we haven't really explored much around town still. We've met a few characters, but we haven't really gone that hard. Should we commit to maybe working a little bit at Silent Harvest, the inn with Cygnus, or should we wait a little bit before we make that commitment? I would like to check in with chat, because I know we haven't chatted with the mayor yet. We haven't chatted with the hot mayor Cosmos yet, and I am certain that there has to be a bunch of attractive 20-something-year-old romantic interests running around this town. So, chat, this is your chance. Kitty says, should we meet the hot mayor first? This is a fair point. Chips is chanting coworkers. Chat, this is your chance. This is your chance to affect the flow of the story. Do we ask Cygnus, hey Cygnus, you mind if we work here part-time? Or, maybe we take a second to, meet some more people around town. Explore, meet the mayor, says Calum. Explore first, work later. So I do want to clarify, by the way, that I want to talk to Cosmos, says Dopey. Okay, then we're definitely gonna do that then. And actually, you know what? I already know what's gonna happen. I can already see it in my mind. Will he even hire us if we don't have a house? Mostly joking. Oh my god. So people who don't know, by the way, we are actually technically camping outside of town. It's not a particularly weird thing, but definitely we don't have a place to stay. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, this is not a survival game, okay? We're not gonna worry about how much food we're consuming, and working at a business is not about making money per se. It's mostly about making resources or growing closer to other people. We actually have rules in the game for that now. We have rules as part of reaping the benefits. If you're working for someone as a part of a job, you can actually choose to gain resources or favor. And most of these changes have come thanks to people's feedback. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who reached out. I really appreciate that, honestly. There's so many things, like even the little change to time passes, where like if you're spending time with someone, you should just grow closer to them. And I'm like, you know what? You're super right. This was actually someone's recommendation on the Ironsworn Discord, and I'm like, I'm stealing that. For sure. Here's what happens, okay? So after we share a nice little evening with it's more like afternoon, but whatever, it's fine. After we spent several lovely hours chatting with Cygnus, and we envisioned that the flowers we gave him are now in a beautiful glass vase on his counter at the front of the inn. I envision we walk, we thank him, we have a nice little like heartfelt goodbye, and we leave the inn. There's chatter inside of the inn. There's people having coffee and chatting and stuff. And when we exit, we feel the chill of the evening. The sunset in the distance, is sinking ever closer to the horizon, splitting the sky into burning orange and reds on one side, and the ever encroaching purples and blues of darkness on the other. Night is advancing. And the plaza, the center of town, this circular cobblestone open area that we were at before looks different now. We notice there's like little what would you call them? Like little lights hanging between the electric poles and the street lights, and there's a wonderful orange glow to the plaza. There's people walking about, of course. This is really not a sleepy town. It's a beautiful town in this surrounded by beautiful nature. That is what's this town, which we rolled, and its name Stone Summit. This is what it's known for. And of course, if we were to look up high above, we would see the arcology. We would see the glass-like pattern of the arcology that protects this beautiful wilderness from the external world. And I feel like as we're walking, I think it would be very, very fitting if we happened to walk out into the plaza at the same time as the mayor of town was leaving. as the same time as the mayor of town was leaving her office. As we know, across the street from the inn is the tall clock tower that Cosmos happens to use as her office. And I think it's just very, very incredibly fitting to have our first encounter with the mayor as soon as we walk out from the inn, and she sees us walking out. And to me, this feels right. I'm not even gonna roll for it. I go with my gut feeling. So here's the way that I want you to picture this, okay? As we emerge from the inn, I almost want like a shot and shot style, like cinematic approach where like both of us exit our buildings at the same time, and we start walking towards the plaza, opposed to one another, and without realizing it, we're actually walking towards one another because we're walking towards the center of the plaza. We probably have to pick up our Siggy, our pet bug, from Snail's general store. But for a hot second, as we're walking towards the center of plaza, our eyes meet, and slowly we grow closer towards the mayor of Stone Summit, Cosmos, who we know Cosmos to be very, very tall. Her pronouns are she, they. She presents femininely, and there are rumors that the mayor used to be a witch. And we also know, as a matter of fact, that the mayor is also a werewolf, though she's currently in her human form. Kitty says, Mummy? Sorry? Mummy? Sorry? She has vibrant pink-red eyes, and again, she's tall. She has long black dark brown hair. She has dark brown skin, and she dresses mostly in dark colors. She's very tall. I almost feel like she has to not like crane her neck a little bit, but I guess yeah, she has to actually bend a little bit to look at everyone because she's just so tall. And yeah, she's wearing a very nice flowy witchy outfit. And right away, she's the mayor of town. And yes, she is in fact wearing a scrunchie in her hair. People call her Scrunchy. Don't call her Scrunchy. She will hate you. Thank you. I'm happy that everyone feels the same way about her, which is this way. Thank you. Oh my god, yeah, we got so much art of Cosmos, actually. You know what? Actually, screw it. I'm gonna stop the stream for a second to show all the art that people submitted of Cosmos. So much pretty art too. Let me find her. I want to make sure that I'm finding everything. Oh yeah, there's Siska's art too. Yeah, Siska's art is also so good. Okay, so that's one. And let me go find Calum. These are all so good, and I love that we all had different interpretations of them. Oh my god, yes, I love that. Siska says, I theorize that Cosmos' partner calls her Scrunchy. I love that. So this is Siska's rendition of Lady Tadpole in chat. That is Siska's rendition of the mayor. Again, I am so blessed. I'm absolutely blessed that people make art of the characters from the stream. Is just so blessed. Actually, you know what? No. Chips, sit down, Chips. Sips should sit down. You know what you're in for today, Chips. Because Chips, bless Chips' heart, by the way. Chips actually put up incredible art of one of our characters from our original playthrough, by the way. Sit down, Chips. You did this, Chips. Yeah, so for our last playthrough, we had Spoon the Chinchilla, and Chips put up this art, by the way. Damn, Chips. Oh, it's so beautiful. God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how incredibly lucky I feel that there's so many people making art of the characters from the stream? I just feel incredibly touched. It's Pine. Yes. Ah, so cute. We should go back to Spoon someday. And you put a little spoon on the suitcase. You little Chips, you know what you did, Chips. Jail. Making art that's too cute? Jail. Making me feel things? Surprisingly, jail. So where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, this is Siska's rendition of Mayor Cosmos. Aw, Chips, you're so sweet. This is Siska's, and this is Night Calum also did a rendition. Ooh, this is actually really high def. A rendition of oh my god, yes, Night Calum's rendition of Mayor Cosmos. Yo, this is really high def, Caleb. Oh, I love the little runes on the belt. The runes on the belt and like the little potion with like the herbs sticking out. It looks so good. Like I feel like I can't capture the right size to show everyone. Yeah, this came out really, really good. Night, Caleb. Thank you for sharing your art, everybody. I just feel so lucky that we have so many like incredible people making art. Yeah, I know. Yeah. There's so many little details that I just love on this one, honestly. And again, I'm just saying that like I love the shoes. I love the shoes, but I also like it's just like there's just that look. You know what I'm saying? There's just that look. You know. She looks sad. I just want to make her less sad. But yeah, thank you, Caleb. I wanted to take a little detour because people have made so much incredible art. And again, you know, we all envision characters differently. You know, no one, you know, just because I happen to be the one running the game doesn't mean that that I'm absolute. You know what I'm saying? So imagine, of course, this incredible beauty. She's beauty. She's grace. She will use her witch powers to blow up your face. She's walking towards us, and as the mayor of town, as someone in a position of power, I envision that right away she's like, well, what do we have here? You know, I imagine her brain is immediately just connecting the dots, right? We walked out of the inn, but we don't look like we're staying at the inn, so what the hell's happening here, right? I love Licious. Honestly, Licious so right though. Licious, honestly, being someone who menstruates and a werewolf sounds like it sucks hardcore, so her tiredness is understandable. Honestly, so okay. So Kitty asks, isn't Aurelie short and small? Aurelie is in fact small, but I feel like everyone is small around Cosmos. Oh, thank you. Caleb says she's definitely going into my version of Iron Valley. You did well putting her together from the generated prompt, and she's just great. Oh no, I'm getting. You bastard, thank you for the redeem. I should get up and stretch. By the way, we've already been playing for about 25 minutes, so please, if you have been sitting for a while, consider getting up and stretching, or stretching your arms at least, and drinking some water. I know that I'm going to. By the way, did you know that we have redeems? As you just spend time watching the stream and chat, you gain max points. You can actually check what they are by doing exclamation mark points. And you can spend those to redeem special effects on the stream, such as applause, booing me, a cuter version of the sound effect, and other stuffs. Yeah, and you can also, for 1 max point, you can remind me to hydrate. So, Siska makes a really good point. Do we know that she menstruates? No, we don't really know that. I just thought it was funny. Alex says, at last I have a version of the difficult chapter I'm satisfied with. I can finally move on and write the rest of the story now. Yo, hell yeah. Good job, Alex. I'm proud of you, Alex. Good job for pushing through. You know, difficult chapters can make or break a book, or rather, can make or break the writer, and you know, make you want to like quit or jump out. You know, so I am proud of you for pushing through. It's true. It's true. I mean, like Siska says, werewolf secrets not for us to know. Honestly, like. So, one of the reasons why in the character creation rules, I don't mention biosex, because first and foremost, it would be really, really awkward to have a table like that. Instead, I tell you what their pronouns are and what their presentation is, and you can choose to interpret that however you want. Everyone in your book can be trans. That's the only option. Also, by the way, we pointed this out when we were designing my new outfit. By the way, I'm wearing my new outfit. But my outfit has like a secret trans flag, by the way, with like the pink and the blue and the whitish cream color of the ears. Yeah, gender is trans or nothing, honestly. Oh no, I made all my characters trans. Oh no, how could that have happened? Oh my god, Alex. Okay, I have not actually gotten up and stretched, so let me actually do that. Let me also just quickly plant some crops, by the way. Oh, so actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna do something right now live on stream, okay? As you can tell, I'm on the. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Pommel Farm is actually also on the screen. I have unlocked everything on Pommel Farm already. I've unlocked everything. Oh no, I'm deleting my save. There you go. I've already gotten all the achievements, by the way. There we go. Yes, I know how to play. I know how to play this game, Mr. Pommel Farm. I know how to play this game. I have played this game before, Mr. Pommel Farm. Yep. Yep. There we go. Anyways. Yeah, so Pommel Farm, exclamation mark Pommel Farm in the chat will actually give you more information, but it is a productivity timer that uses the Pomodoro technique. You focus for X amount of time and then take a break for X amount of minutes, and this helps your brain learn when there are times to focus and times to relax. This keeps you from like wandering into Twitter when you should be actually working, etc., etc., and it also has a little bit of a farming game involved to it. Now, Jada asked the question earlier. Jada says, does gender expression refer to the body type, or can it just be their aesthetic? Like someone who identifies as male and goes by he, him, but likes to dress and act feminine. You got it, Jada. You absolutely got it. It is how their character decides to present themselves, you know? You know, you can have a character who, you know, you can have a character who identifies as male and goes by he, him, but still dresses femininely. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You absolutely got it. And again, Siska making a joke about biosex really, really gets me. Let's go. Okay. I have stretched. I am still stretching. I have stretched. Okay. Yeah, we wanted to have like body type table as well, but like it really didn't work out. You know, sometimes less is more, you know? And you know, oh no, I can't believe it. I'm a queer-ass person who made a queer-ass RPG where, you know, you can have people who may appear one way but are actually another way, and that's completely fine. You know, I wanted to have moments such as like, you know, well, this person is he, him, and identifies as male, but actually, you know, they dressed in a different way, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, so let me just take a deep breath. You rolled a 20. You're a fridge. Yeah. Like, we could have done a thing where like we have a table with like an image with different body types, and you can be like, this person is this type of body type. And like, on one hand, I'm like, that's kind of okay, but on the other hand, like, it just felt like a bit of a can of worms, and I just didn't know how to tackle that. Maybe we'll do it in the future. I don't know. Game design turns out to be quite hard. Yo, let's go. Siska says everyone in my campaign is trans and has thick thighs and a flat chest. Honestly, that's a vibe right there, honestly. Honestly, though? Sorry, now you got me thinking about... Now you got me thinking about thick thighs. Anyways, back to the stream. So, we are approached by Mayor Cosmos of Stone Summit. Let me start the timer. Here we go. Okay, 25 minutes on the clock. Let's go. So, Mayor Cosmos approaches us, and you know what? I am not sure what her demeanor is. So let's roll. We have a move in this game titled Ask the Spirit of the Forest. When you seek to resolve questions, discover details about the valley, determine how other characters react, or determine how other characters react, you may roll in the following table. So let's format our query as a yes or no question. So, is Mayor Cosmos looking at us? Okay, you know what? I know it. Is Mayor Cosmos giving us a bad vibe? Is Mayor Cosmos giving us a bad vibe? I'm gonna roll dice. Let's go. Is Mayor Cosmos giving us a bad vibe? That's 90. The answer is yes. She's giving us a bad vibe. She looked at us coming out of the inn, and she's like, what are you doing? And also, she's like, you're clearly not staying at the inn, so what is your deal? Victor says, the vibe check table. It's true, it's true. By the way, Victor, if there's another name you would rather I call you, please let me know. That is something that we do on the stream. Sometimes you come up with the username a long time ago, and then you're like, I actually don't like that name anymore. You're free to let me know, and I'll call you whatever you want me to call you. We have quite a few people on the stream who go by different names now, so that's completely fair. Just thought I would want to bring that up. So, the vibe check table. Enemies to lovers. Oh no, I can't believe it. Oh no, oh no, she's hot and she's mad at us. Get yourself someone who can do everything. So Cosmos approaches us. I want to say that immediately, like, her demeanor changes. Like, I don't want to say she stands up a little bit taller, but like, I envision like her shoulders broadening a little bit, and she like stands tall and looks at us and says something to the extent of like, now, who are you? I've never seen you before. Let me introduce myself. And she even though she's, being like pseudo, like nice and welcoming, she has that little bit of an edge to her voice. She introduces herself as Mayor Cosmos of the town. She, describes that they had just like a couple days ago, they had the New Year celebration. And that's why the state of the plaza is in such disrepair. Narrator's note, the plaza is perfectly spotless, by the way. Oh, no worries. Thank you, Victor. Thank you for letting me know. I just like to ask people, just to be sure. Again, we have quite a few people who are like, oh, I made this account when I was like 11, and things change. Thank you for letting me know. Let me take a sip of water real quick. So, Cosmos is like, I am the mayor of town, and yeah. Like, it's like, she's like, everything is in disrepair. It's a mess from our recent celebrations. It doesn't look like a mess. It looks completely spotless. And then she's like, and who might you be? Do you need anything? Is there any way that I can help you? And again, she's being pseudo-polite, but there's such an edge in there that doesn't feel good. And I think that it's time for the main move of the game. Okay, so, Siska says, please don't let her be anti-homeless people. So, because it's my game and I have the power to do that, I will tell you right now, I am 100% certain that I would not have bad vibes like that on my campaign and on my stream. Also, we know, because we established earlier, that there is a proper, area where people camp. So, and we're camping, we are welcome here. People are welcome to camp here. And as I would have extrapolated if we had gone into the requesting a job at the inn, I feel like Cygnus would have either offered us a place to stay, or we would have found a place where we could actually be able to stay somewhere. Again, good vibes only. I don't want that sort of behavior. I don't support it, and I don't think that Cosmos would actually do something like that. But you know what? Thank you for bringing that up. This just goes to show the power of running your own solo campaign, If I were doing this game with other people, we would do a safety tool at the beginning of the campaign. Something that I like to call the palette. Like a palette of paint. You decide together what things you want to see in the campaign and what things you don't want to see. Safety tools are really important when we're playing a collaborative game with other people. That way, it prevents the possibility that you can have things that make someone feel uncomfortable or unwelcome at the table, which is of course a shame because we're playing a game together, and I certainly wouldn't want anybody at my table to feel unwelcomed in the middle of a game we're supposed to be having fun in. So thank you for bringing that up. That would definitely not happen. It's bad vibes. Also, bad political stance. A lot of people forget the fact that homeless people are still people. I'm just gonna say that, how about treating them like people, huh? How about that? Anyways, Lishandra says, is it an edge like you're adding to my stress and I want you to know that, or is it something else, or is that too metagamey? So, I haven't really examined those feelings yet. Much like if I were writing a book, I'm navigating the feelings as I go right now. I feel like the edge in this scenario is Mayor Cosmos. Mayor Cosmos is just wants to sort out immediately what kind of person we are. You know, if we're someone who's siding with the inn and the situation that's been recently happening with the inn, and for anybody who doesn't know, Cygnus is playing hardball with the mayor. There have been several rumors around the stuff that happened recently. Cygnus became the head of the inn in a way that seems a little bit sketchy. We know the reason because we are we're running the game. We rolled that earlier. We know what happened, but the average populace does not know that. So there's rumors going around, and because Cygnus feels pressed against the wall, he's playing hardball with the mayor. Saying it like this, it sounds so like deep political drama, but it's a freaking small town. Oh, hi, DB.
Welcome.
No worries. Don't worry about apologizing. You know, whenever you can join us, or if you can join us at all, it's completely welcome. Hello. And Dale asks, aren't I ending the stream a little earlier today? So on Fridays, I like to go on a date with my wife. We will be finishing probably like in 2-ish hours. But we're also gonna go and raid. We're gonna raid Moontomes' stream. And something fun's gonna happen on Moontome's stream. So you should be there. You should be there. My wife. Anyways, yeah, and like Charlie and Siska say, small towns have the most drama, not gonna lie. You're not wrong. And as Siska says, oh, small towns freaking love politics though, Lamau. You're not wrong. My waifu. Yeah. Here's what happens, okay? She's approaching us, and I think that although Aurelie is small and a slime and an adorable little cutie, I do think that, I don't feel like we're okay with this like tension in the air. We're not here for any of that business. We're not here to fight. So I feel like I would like to take a second to just, let Mayor Cosmos know that we're not here to cause trouble. We're just camping and just enjoying the beautiful nature of Stone Summit, and maybe even put her in her place a little bit and be like, come on, not everything has to be about this like back and forth. Not everything has to be town drama. So we're gonna do the main move of the game called Try Your Best. When you attempt something difficult or work towards fulfilling a promise, envision your action and roll. So I think we're going to be acting with charisma, compassion, or humor. So we're going to be using our attribute Heart. Now, the way that rolls work in this game is that you roll a d6, a 6-sided die, and then you add one of your attributes and any skills that you might have. We don't really have any skills that might help here. We actually completely randomly rolled our character, by the way, so these skills are not really helping. But that's okay. You gotta put the dog in her place, huh? Oh, come on! Come on, that's just the phrasing. I think she's just being, she needs to leave work, add work. That's all I want to say, okay? As soon as she walks through that door, she has to leave work over there at the clock tower, Come on, lady. We're all just enjoying the beautiful nature of Stone Summit. Even more sus. Okay, all right. Oh, yeah, DB said earlier, small towns are very drama-filled. Everybody knows everybody. You're super right. So, we roll a d6 plus a stat, and that. Okay, you're right. I'm being called out. It's true. So and that value becomes your action score. Then you roll 2 10-sided die and compare the result of your action score against each individual die. If your action score exceeds the value of those dice, then different things happen. So let's just do the roll with one little press of a button. We are adding +2 to this roll. Let's go. 6 + 2 becomes 8. So our action score is 8. The 8 surpasses the 6 on one of the d10s, but does not surpass the 8 on the other die. So that is known as a weak hit. On a weak hit, you succeed but lose track of time. If this brings you closer towards fulfilling a promise, mark 1 tick on it. Then time passes. So we are successful at making the mayor. We were successful at making the mayor kind of like, easing up a little bit, like get the foot off the pedal, off the throttle, and, slow down a little bit. So let's envision how we make that happen, okay? So I think Aurelie, we're short and adorable and made of purple slime. And I think that, you know, I feel like we look up at the mayor, and, you know, there's all this tension in the air, and we saw it earlier, you know, Cygnus and the mayor were literally bickering back and forth, and things got really spicy. You know, there was a whole group of people gathered, and honestly, I feel like Aurelis is just gonna commit to what I was saying earlier. You know, Aurelis looks up and says, "Ah, you're the mayor then. Name's Aurelis," and we stick our little like slime hand out. She reluctantly shakes it, and we just overcome this tension with just being genuine and adorable, I feel. And we're like, "The name's Aurelis. Camping at the campsite west of town. I'm just here visiting for the beautiful nature surrounding Iron Valley and Stone Summit. It is a pleasure to meet you. You'll be seeing a little bit of me here and there, you know?" And I feel that at this moment, you know, just being short and adorable and being a genuinely nice person, I feel like that causes the mayor to have a little bit of a shift, you know? I feel like, again, because I don't want to give the impression that, you know, Mayor Cosmos is just like, you know, a tyrant, you know? Mayor Cosmos, as we learn when we rolled her, you know, she works hard. She's proactive. She's constantly looking to improve the lives of the word is disarming. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you. That's why she's my editor. You know, and I feel like, you know, Cosmos, personality-wise, she's constantly looking for ways to improve the lives of the villagers. So she's always probably feeling like she's on edge. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Aurelie, we only ever see a little bit of you, because you're so tiny. It's so true. It's so true. Siska, you're so right. So I feel like at this moment, I feel like Cosmos, like eases her shoulders, you know, takes a, you know, like exhales. She finally exhales, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, "You know, little one, I think you're right. Let me introduce myself again. The name is Cosmos. I am the mayor of this town, and I kindly welcome you to Stone Summit. Is there anything I can help you with?" And then, you know, like immediately, like I feel like we can hear the warmth and kindness in her voice again, because, you know, this is my goddamn campaign, and I'm gonna decide how things are, you know. And I think that she's actually legitimately a good leader. She just works too damn hard, and as part of, you know, we were successful, but then time passes. So, and as part of the move time passes, let me just go over here. We mark one more tick in the box. And that actually marks the end for today. Now, how do we lose track of time? How do we advance to the third day of spring? And I think we don't really have, I don't think we have a long conversation with the mayor. But I definitely see, Kitty gets me. Kitty psychically read my mind. I feel like the mayor gives us a tiny little tour of town as we walk together. Okay, Siska, hit me. Because the plan that I'm going for is that as we're walking back to the camp, she kind of walks along with us and gives us a little tour of the town. But Siska, if you have a stupid idea, I am here for it. If you have an absurd idea, I will take it. Oh crap, we need to pick up Siggy! So, okay, so I feel like that would be like adorable. Oh my god, Siska. You know what? I'm literally just gonna let the die decide, okay? Okay, so, ask the spirit of the forest. Is Mayor Cosmos gonna turn into a dire wolf and lets us ride on her back? Is the mayor gonna let us ride on her back as she becomes a wolf? Number 6. The answer is no. She does not turn into a werewolf. You know, it was a good attempt, but that's fine. You know, you gave it a good shot, Siska. And we rolled the dice. It didn't happen this time. Also, Lishandra's hitting out. Thank you for joining us today, Lishandra. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Take care. And as per the rules of the stream, whenever someone leaves, we fire them off the gay Bowser cannon. So please feel free to wave trans flags to Lishandra as I fire them off the cannon. Thank you for joining us today, Lish. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Bye-bye. Boop.
So long, Bowser.
There they go. Bowser Pride, yes. Is Bowser Pride in all caps? No, Bowser Pride is not in all caps. Oh, but it did read it. Yo, let's go. Let's go, Bowser Pride. Okay, anyways, where was I? I love that it happened at the same time as the Nightbot, like, Nuggies request. So, like, it was just, like, chicken legs everywhere. So, we roll the dice. Maybe next time the mayor will actually turn into a werewolf. Nonetheless, as we begin walking to... So, Kitty asks, the command Bowser Pride used to be in all caps. It used to be in all caps, but then I changed it so that it was consistent with the chat in BTTV. I did that on purpose. So that it was consistent. Now, I imagine that after we have a nice little introduction and she, the mayor offers any help, we kindly turn her down. We're like, no, we're just camping in town. Thank you for offering, though. And as we take a few steps away from the plaza, and she kind of like she follows us a little bit, and she's like, well, I can show you around town if you would like. And we're like, well, we're already heading that way, so might as well. And we take like 5 steps away from the plaza when suddenly we realize that we forgot about Siegfried or Siggy, our pet beetle, which we left outside. We left outside of Snail's shop. So we go over to Snail's shop, which is literally like straight across the plaza. By the way, anybody who wants the mental image of the map, here you go, okay? Imagine a circular cobblestone plaza, okay? The 12 o'clock position, that's the clock tower. The 6 o'clock position, that's the inn. The 3 o'clock position is the general shop that Snail runs. And the 9 o'clock position is the pathway leading back to the town proper. There you go. That is the mental map that I'm picturing in my head. So we walk over to the shop and, time is passing. And what I like about this game is that it encourages you to do montages. You don't have to roleplay a whole scene by yourself. You just envision the things that happen as though a montage in a movie or in a book. And I picture that, as we go back to Snail's shop, Snail is closing shop, and Snail, who, by the way, is a Tsuchinoko snake, piloting like a mecha suit, walks out. Although, we rolled this, actually. We rolled that that Snail only uses the suit for working. So imagine that the door is closed, and on the bottom part of the door, there's like a little like doggy door or something like that, and a snail just like slithers out. A snail just slithers out. It slithers out from the little like tiny little version of the door at the bottom of the regular door, and we see Snail. We like wave to them, and Snail's like, hey, hey mayor, hey mayor, how you doing? And then Cosmos is like, hello Snail, was business good today? Good today? And Snail's like, oh, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe half the things people were trading in today. Got a bunch of wild wavas from this weird slime person. Oh, wait, hold up. Anyways, we managed to untie our pet beetle. Oh my god, good to gay. I love that. And, much like we did last time, would you literally just keep the beetle under our arm like it's like a football? And we resume walking back across town, and as we do so, Mayor Cosmos gives us, points out several landmarks, like this building is that, and this building is that. And I think, honestly, I'm gonna roll a couple of times on jobs to see what kind of buildings the mayor actually points out. So I'm gonna go to the job table. Tourist. Oh my god, this makes so much more sense. So, literally, no worries, kitty, go get a good lunch, okay? I'll be here, and then I'll be seeing you soon for a date. So, clearly, immediately, super easy, no question about it. We are literally walking out of the plaza. Max, go break something. I'm gonna break so much. You have no idea. You have no idea. My true destructive capabilities have not been truly explored yet. So there's clearly some sort of like visitors tourist center, and I envision it being like an older building. So I established this earlier, but I want to give the description again. That all this like a retro science fiction setting, right? And all the buildings look like they're Capsule Corp Dragon Ball buildings, like they're like domed buildings, but they're old. They've been slowly reclaimed by the world around them. So there's like vines and like moss growing on them. So all of them kind of look like this. Except for this tourist building, I envision it being maybe it's actually just like a log cabin or something, you know, maybe. So you know, the mayor points out a tourist building. I'm actually gonna write these down because I'm gonna envision that these locations are places where we can meet other NPCs. So let me just make a little notes section here on our character sheet. Let me just make a row below notes. The notable locations in town. There is, in fact, a tourist center. Yeah, that's right. I wrote it in the British way because it's cooler that way. British centre. And so, you know, the mayor's like, oh, you know, if you would like to learn more information about the town, you know, we have this tourist center right here, and it's like a log cabin, you know. Oh, it's like a real log cabin. Wow. You know, we're not really paying much attention, but it's still relatively sweet. And then, you know, as we keep walking by, oh my god. The mayor is like, I know we passed the clock tower, but I want to let you know that's where I work, by the way. The mayor is like, I work at that clock tower. It's actually kind of cool. I don't want to lie. It's a pretty... Maybe we should look back so I can show you the clock tower. So that's I love that. That's a 1 in 100 chance, by the way, to get that job right there, but whatever, it's fine. A sailor. Now, we haven't really talked about there being like bodies of water nearby, and I don't feel like bending the narrative to suddenly add a large body of water immediately available that would imply there being a sailor, so I'm gonna reroll this. Bookbinder. Oh, okay. Give me a bookshop. Let's go. Let's absolutely go. Give me a bookshop. Give me absolutely a bookshop. So, you know, as we're walking, you know, we're probably following like a nice, like, this street is like a commercial kind of like area. You know, there's shops on either side of the street, you know, and, you know, the mayor points out, it's like, oh, over there, and that one over there is so-and-so's bookshop, you know. It is, you know, it is one of the few bookshops, you know, within this continent entirely. You know, most people read their books in digital tablet forms, but here you can actually purchase real physical books like back in the day. And we're like, wow. I don't think slime people read books physically, mostly because it might be hard to get, you know, it might be hard to get some slime on your books, but, you know, then again, you know, I must say, you know, if I must have a little sidebar here, I love seeing a book with wear and tear. I love seeing a book that looks like has been read 100 times. I know people out there are like, oh no, a book with a broken spine. I hate that. And I'm like, no, I love that. I love seeing a book that has been worn. Even if you dropped it in the tub a couple of times or something, a book that has been loved just gives me life. So I love that there's a real physical bookshop here. and that's dope as hell. Now give me one last landmark that this town has immediately available. A rival farm. All right. Okay, I like that. So I envision that this is as we're nearing the end of town. You know, as we're nearing the edge of town, we already know about one of the farmers. We actually ran into Peridot, like the sunflower person. I didn't draw them yet, but you know, they're there. We learned about Peridot. So there's another farmer in town. And you know what? Just to be different, I'm picturing that this is maybe like a livestock kind of like a farm, maybe. You know, maybe they have like space cows or something. So I feel like that would be cute. So rival space livestock farm. So one of the options that I'm giving with version 1.1 is that I'm giving people option to have livestock that isn't like actual animals. You know, we're gonna have options for like, you know, if you want to have like milk and eggs, you can grow them on trees or something like that. And the other option we're thinking about is having like slimes. But now my issue is that we're playing as a character who is a slime. So, you know, can you believe it? It is the one possible scenario that would make things awkward if there were like, you know, livestock slimes and we're playing as a slime. So, you know, we'll have to think about that. By the way, the timer had just gone off, so everybody please take a second to get up and stretch. Chips is so right. Chip says, space cows conjure the image of just Harvest Moon cows with silly space helmets and nothing else. Honestly, I'm kind of here for that. Just make me more turnips, man. Listen, it's fine. Alright, everybody, it's break. It's break, so you know what that means. Get up and stretch. I'm gonna drink water and stretch as well. So please do that. Actually, you know what? while you guys get up and stretch, I'm actually gonna go find a meme that we posted on our meme channel. Because it's a meme directly from. Did Kitty did post it? Thank God. It's a meme directly from the Story of Seasons / Harvest Moon account. But it's also adorable. Think twice, bestie. I don't even think once. But also, it's a Harvest Moon cow. So imagine this cow, but with the helmet, okay? A Viking helmet. Could be. What do you mean could be? What else could it be? A space helmet for a cow? Oh, hi, Saturn. How you doing?
Welcome.
Saturn just lurking a little bit. We don't mind lurkers here. All lurkers are welcome. Hi, Saturn. Am I pronouncing that wrong, by the way? Is it like Saturn? It can't be Saturn, right? It must be Saturn, right? You know what? Time to Google. Saturn pronunciation. Welcome back to a little game called... Well, just give me the word Saturn.
Saturn.
Maybe it's just Saturn, actually, and the E is just silent at the end. I didn't think about that.
Saturn.
Yeah, I know how to pronounce Saturn, buddy. All right. Welcome back to Max Google's how to pronounce words, because English is bad. Yo, okay, wait. Hold up. Oh my god, yes. Victor says Harvest Moon / Story of Seasons cows are the cutest. It's so true. It's true. Now, Saturn says that it's the French pronunciation. So now I'm gonna look up the French pronunciation. How do you pronounce it in French?
Saturn.
Your Honor, Your Honor, what was that again?
Saturn.
No, this can't be right. No, this can't be right. This can't be right.
Saturn.
No. Oh god. Oh no. The true final boss has appeared. Oh no. I just had the same like terror pass through my body as like looking at someone do a really hard like rhythm game. You know, I'm looking at all the notes fly by and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. Thank you for sparing me, Saturn. Thank you for sparing me. I'm brave. I don't even know how I would twist my mouth to say this. Saturn. No, that feels wrong. That feels very wrong. It's like me pronouncing the word Liechtenstein. Like that feels wrong every time. I can't possibly be like pronouncing it correctly. How do you say it in Mexican Spanish? Saturn. Is it just Saturn? Saturno. It's Saturno. It's Saturno, isn't it? Saturn in Spanish. Yeah, it's just Saturno. Saturn. Oh my god. Kitty's like Kitty's like, hey, I'm at the coffee shop. Did you take a break? Oh my god. Saturn. I feel like she's changing it every time. All right, Saturn. Now you may be thinking, Max, you don't have to go hard on this, but I do. I like learning how to pronounce things. It's also a way to keep your brain it keeps your brain connecting notes and it keeps your brain growing. Saturn. Also, by the way, can a mod in chat please give Chips 100 max points for literally explaining me how to pronounce that perfectly? Saturn. Thank you, Chips. Okay, I'm gonna get up and stretch now that Kitty's here and she's like judging me very violently. Oh no. So somehow... Oh no, Chip's got 200 points. Oh no, so Fifi's like, wait until you try polish words. Oh no. Let me just really quickly. Let me, okay, let me just really quickly find an image that feels, this reflects how I feel about like, me about to pronounce Polish words. me walking up trying to pronounce a Polish word. That is, in fact, by the way, KO's the final boss from Final Fantasy 1, by the way. The OG. You know? The OG final boss, you know? The guy who was like, you know, I'm gonna create a time paradox just to, like, literally stay alive forever. Sachuron gets it. Sachuron says, I've been trying to learn how to pronounce Polish words, but it's been hard so far, Lamau. But I'll get there eventually. Hell yeah! I love that attitude. Hell yeah! Also, May's here. Hi, May. Hi, May.
Welcome.
May says, Kleb? 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 Oh my god, Calum is like spoilers. Well, first and foremost, that game is old. Also, secondly, like, I don't feel like it detracts from your ability to enjoy the game. Also, I feel like the game literally tells you, by the way. Oh, no. Okay, first and foremost, what is this word even? Also, how silly of me to assume that a word with the with a ch we pronounce with the, you know, with che. This has literally been the thing that, like, this has bitten me in the butt so many times in the past, by the way. Let me just close all these tabs real quick. Bread, it just means bread. Okay. Pronunciation, please. Okay. Club? No, I can't be Kleb. Club?
Clap.
Club. 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 Club sandwich. Club salad. A club salad is just a salad made of bread. A club sandwich is just a sandwich made of bread. Club. 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 Interesting. I love learning new words. I love learning new words. Also, yeah, Seku was saying, club is bread in Polish too. It's bread in Russian. Yo, hell yeah. We're learning. We're learning so much. Honestly, I feel like being open to learn is part of the good vibes of this stream, honestly. Yo, oh, that's awesome. Alex said, once in college, we had a trivia quiz. One question was the correct Polish pronunciation was called. Luckily, I was sat next to a Polish student who explained how to pronounce it and spell it. Yo, let's go. Okay, now what's the word for water? The Polish word for water? Okay. All right, you know what? Moontimes wants me to bite. I'll bite. Polish word for water. No. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Polish, you wouldn't. Polish, you wouldn't.
Woda.
Woda. Woda. Woda. Woda. That's adorable. Woda. I would like one glass of water. Woda. Woda. That's adorable, actually. Oh my god. Woda. How do you say, E? So it would be a Voda E club. Voda E club. Just give me water and bread. Voda E club. That's probably not correct. That's funny. That's adorable. Sorry, I forgot the please. I'm very impolite. How do you say please in Polish? For please.
Proszę.
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 Proszę. Club Iwoda Prosse.
Prosse.
Oh, how terrible is my accent, by the way? How terrible is my accent? I mean, like, I already speak English not good, cause I was born and raised in Mexico, so my accent's not particularly correct. So imagine, you know. At least I feel really, really lucky that the phonetics. Oh, it's SH. Prosse. Prosse. Prosse?
Prosse.
Prosse. Prosse. Prosse. Oh, no worries, DB. Thank you for joining us today.
Welcome.
Oh, wait, that was the wrong one.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us today. Have a lovely, lovely day. Go get some rest, okay? And I'm gonna shoot you off the cannon now.
So long, Bowser.
Like in English, like sheep. Proszę. Proszę. Chleb I woda, proszę. Proszę. Interesting. Man, I'm learning so much. I love learning new languages. Oh, but I was saying that the phonetics in Spanish and Japanese are like 99% the same, so I feel really lucky about that. Where, like, you know, when it comes to pronouncing Japanese, I'm set. I'm set. That's the one thing I'm really, really happy about. Again, you know, really lucky. Same phonetic system. Anyways, okay, so I'm supposed to start the next cycle, but I gotta go get water because my bottle is empty. So here's what's gonna happen next, okay? I'm gonna mute my mic, I'm gonna go into standby mode, and you're all going to abuse the emotes on the screen because we literally have quadruple emotes today. So if you could do me a big favor and just spam emotes while I come back, it'll be really, really quick. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. So I'm gonna go on standby. Please spam emotes, preferably slimes, please. And I'll be right back. BRB. Boop. All right. Thank you for the slimes. I could see them, so I was getting water. I just love seeing the wall of slimes. Thank you. Oh, the uncomfy slime controller. Yes, Dale. What else did I miss? Aww. Hell yeah. Everybody's so sweet. I love you guys. Moontum says, I'm learning German for reasons. I wonder what those reasons are. I wonder. Anyways. So, where were we? Yes, we have just finished chatting with the mayor, and we learned that there is, in fact, there's three landmarks, 3 points of interest for the town. There's a tourist center, there's a bookshop, and then there's a rival's space livestock farm. We'll figure out what that means later. So, I'm picturing, again, these don't have to be the truths, by the way, but But I'm picturing, you know, if we were to consider these as like the standard places for your standard dating sim characters, clearly the rival farm has like a tomboy / rough and tumble kind of character. Maybe the bookshop has like a nerdy character running it, and the tourist center has like a really like upbeat kind of like Genki type of person. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking, like a Genki type. And you know I love me a Genki type. Kitty's back. Welcome back, Kitty.
Greetings.
What did you have for lunch? You don't have to tell me. I think you just had the standard, I think. So now, it is the dawn of a new day. Let me actually really quickly walk us through the end of Time Passes. So, the box is completed. So envision how your character spends the rest of the day and goes to bed. If you wish to record the day's event in a journal. We're not journaling today, but that's okay. We don't have enough satisfaction to buy a skill. So let's envision how the name of a... interesting. Oh no, Moontums is... Oh, we're having an argument of whether a bagel can be a lunch. Listen, it's okay because we're gonna have a... Breakfast is a state of mind. Can you please quote that, Kitty? Can you please quote that? I would really appreciate that. And actually, while we're on it, let me just hit me. You know what, Nightbot, give me a quote, Nightbot. Hit me with a good one. Montes has been digging everyone's graves. Oh my god. I forgot about that one. That's old. That's number 12. We have like 50 quotes now. Honestly though, real talk though, breakfast can be an any time of day food, honestly. I know several people have different feelings about this, and it's okay. We're allowed to have different feelings, but honestly for me, breakfast is an any time of day food, honestly. Oh man. Oh man. Pancakes? I could have pancakes at any time of day. Absolutely. I could go for some pancakes right now, actually. Anyways, breakfast for dinner is the best. Honestly, Chips, you're not even wrong, honestly. So let me quickly, let me just quickly, while we're having an argument about breakfast foods in the chat, let me just envision how the day wraps up, okay? So the mayor walks us to the very edge of town and thanks us for, for letting them show us the town. We thank them for their time. We have a nice little lovely exchange, and we thank them, and then we walk away from the town. As we walk away, we look over our shoulder, and I sense that the mayor waits a little bit before actually turning and walking away. We make our way back to the camping site, and we're still the only person at the campsite, which is perfectly fine. We have a tiny little tent, like some sort of like bucket for water and stuff like that, and we pull out our bag. We check everything that we have. We, once again, we tie up Siegfried the beetle, who's the size of a football, by the way. He's big. We tie him to a nearby tree and leave him a little bowl with sugar water. And we return to a slime-like state, a little blob, and we just like curl up inside of our tent and pass out. Muntum says, I want pancake. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait, hold up. I need to know this, okay? Does pancake is emote? Does pancake is emote? The slimes work, but what about the pancake? I feel like pancakes might be emotes that are a little bit too new for the engine that we have, unfortunately. Rip all pancake enjoyers in chat, by the way. Does pancake? You want to know what we call them in Mexico, by the way? In Mexico, we just call them hotcakes, which makes as much sense as a pancake, by the way. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we just call them hotcakes in Mexico. So envision your character spends the rest of the day and goes to bed. We have done that. We don't have satisfaction. Advance to the next day in the calendar. If it's a holiday, consider taking part. Regardless, take a moment to plan what you're going to do that day. Don't forget to check the weather. Crap, we gotta check the weather. Crap. Let me close the screen for a second. I have to pull up the actual rulebook for the weather. Wait, did I put the weather chart on here? Or am I crazy? Did I or did I not put the weather chart on here? I didn't put the weather chart. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Because I have... Some people here call them egg cakes? That's weird. Okay, Seku, you don't have to answer the question. But I want to ask because I don't know. What do you mean by here? I mean, I assume things about like you don't have to tell me where you live. You don't have to tell me, but like a part of me is like, oh, I wonder what Seku lives. Like I assume things based on the languages you speak, but you know, I would like to know just to kind of like put you on the map. Timber Wolfie was saying we should set up a map of so we can have like everyone we can have a map that shows where everybody streams. Oh, you're in Germany. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, that makes so much more sense. Sorry if that came off weird, because in my brain I'm like, oh, that's where you were. So the time you were streaming was probably like evening for you, because I know that we have a couple of viewers from Germany, namely Siska. So like I'm like, oh, it's almost gonna be like, it's almost like, I mean, I was gonna say bedtime, but like, you know, who am I to tell you when to go to sleep? Victor asked earlier, are they cake related everywhere else in the world? Maybe? Because like, it's honestly, even in Mexico, because I need you to understand, we call them hotcakes. The English word hotcakes, you know? Like, it makes no sense, you know? It was, you know, hotakis, hotkakis, you know? It makes no sense. It makes no sense without the context of, you know, what the word actually means. I like them being called egg cakes, so that's kind of cute, though. Oh my god, yes. Also, yes. Oh, you start at noon. Oh, I love that. I love that. Honestly, noon is such a good time, because over here, you know, I start at 11 a.m. So it's a good time for starting. Also, by the way, I just noticed that I must assume that on your thumbnails and on your art, the dog that you have is the dog you have in real life, which is really cute. Your dog is really cute. Also, Chip says, shout out to my Spanish classes lying that they were called panqueques. Oh my god. No Spanish-speaking friends I know says that it's real. Yeah, I mean, like, they might be panqueques. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about, let's talk about geography for 1 second, okay? So, there is a possibility that in states closer to the border between Mexico and the United States, that people in those, you know, Mexican people in those states refer to them as panqueques, mostly because you're so close to the United States that you go with whatever loan words they have. For instance, on the states in Mexico, the states that are closer to the American border, are infamous for calling, you know, carbonated drinks soda. Most people in Mexico don't call them soda. We call them refrescos, or refreshers, I guess, if you wanna translate that. And you may be thinking, oh, it's similar to the soda versus pop debacle. Not really. Not really. It's really more about the proximity to the United States. So yeah, it's the sort of thing where, like, you know, if a Mexican person says soda, you're like, oh, you live really close to the border. That's why you call it soda, because American people call it soda. So there's a possibility that Mexican states close to the American border would actually call them panqueques. That's actually a possibility. Oh, thank you, Victor. I'm happy that you enjoy it. I'm a writer. I am bilingual. I love language. Language is one of my favorite things. It's something that I try to explore in my books as well. So I just love exploring language and how we end up, you know, how we end up with the words that we have. Oh, hi Melty. How you doing?
Welcome.
Yeah, we're talking about linguistics. Yeah, words are kind of my thing. It's true. and Siska says, fun fact, the German word for cookie or biscuit is a bastardization of the English word cakes. Yeah, I know. Like, I love that. I love that. You know, like, it's really interesting, especially when you consider things like loan words. You know, for instance, you know, everybody here, I assume everybody here is a freaking weeb. So you know, there's a lot of words the Japanese language did not have originally that were basically borrowed from other countries. You know, I mentioned this before, but I love my favorite, you know, Japanese people didn't have a word for bread, so they just took the Portuguese word for bread, which is pan. And I just love that. I just love that, you know? You know, we didn't have this concept in our culture, so we just took the word from the people who introduced that to us, you know? And like, you know, loan words happen everywhere. And, you know, Japan is a really easy example for that, because we're all weebs here. But, you know, there are tons and tons and tons of loan words. And I just love that. I feel like that just goes to show that language is perpetually changing. That language is a fluid entity that is, you know, constantly transforming itself over time. And I really love that, you know? Especially as a writer, there are several writing people who look at language as a solid thing, and it's like, oh, well, this is the way that I was taught 50 years ago, and it's the way that it should be. And I'm like, that's dumb. You're dumb. Every single pillar of linguistics shows us that language changes over time. And you know, as a writer, you should adapt to the way the language changes. And I'm not saying you should put emojis in your writing. That's not what I'm talking about. But you must recognize that the language changes. You know, there are still people who are trying to sell you that that you shouldn't use they them in writing. And I'm like, get out of here, bozo. Rib bozo. You know, there are still people that are using his or her in actual books when trying to refer to someone who is neither male nor female, or to refer to an anonymous person. They're like his or her, and I'm like, oh, for the love of God. For the love, get out of here. I know. Oh, Victor, we just became best friends. All right, Victor. The following sound goes to Victor, by the way. It's true. Shakespeare used they them. They them has been in use for the longest time. Also, yes, his or her is so clunky. Also, I feel like it almost feels like a political statement to keep putting him in front of her, by the way. Just saying. Yeah. See, oh my god, Alex, by the way, if the singular they isn't correct, neither is the singular you. If you're addressing one person, say thou. I know, right? Like, I feel like people who are complaining are very disconnected from the way that, you know, language has been working for a long time. Siska says, we got the first use of singular they from a piece of werewolves. Thank Cosmos, everybody. It's true. I love that. Thank you for redeeming, Kitty. I know, it's so true though. Honestly, again, and all I have to say, I'm just gonna I'm gonna repeat the words from my incredible wife, Lady Kirin. Words are kind of my thing. I'm an author. I love words. I love the written language. So analyzing fiction and stuff like this and writing is just my thing. So thank you. Thank you for allowing me to go off about linguistics for a good little while. And by the way, that's why I just go out of my way to learn how to pronounce words, because I just feel like, you know, it's just fun. Crap, I forgot to add. Thank you for the redeem. I have been chatting for a while, it's true. By the way, quote number 44 reminds me that I have not fixed the ya emote, by the way. Oh my god, yes. Victor is so right, by the way. Victor says, reading old magic cards is so annoying because of the he, she, his, her clunkiness. Neutral pronouns are so freaking useful. Oh my god. Oh my god. May says, I got dinged. I got reduced points in college communications class once for using they singular. It was funny because the class included a section of be inclusive towards people of all identities. I know. That is actually the worst, by the way. Thank you, Seku. Seku says, linguistic talk is always appreciated. Hell yeah. Yeah, that really does sucks, by the way. Alright, now, I was gonna roll weather, by the way. Like 10,000 years ago, I was gonna roll the weather, by the way. Where is the table for weathers? There you go. There, wait, that's the job table. Where's the weather table? Here we go. Yo, let's go! My god, May, that's awesome. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, no. Muntum says, remembers I flunked for my handwriting. Oh my god. Oh, I hate that. See, like, honestly, like... Sorry, I can't go down this rabbit hole already. But, like, on it, I feel that even though... I'm not saying kids should be taught cursive. That's not what I'm talking about here. But I feel like there is something incredibly beneficial about writing by hand. And the move towards doing everything like electronically has maybe diminished that a little bit. Because like again, like, you know, writing by hand is what allowed me to pull myself out of a really bad place that I was in writing wise. Like I wrote like 2 books by hand, and that helped a lot. But you know, again, this is another conversation for another day, to be entirely honest. Now, Melty said earlier, by the way, not me, the English teacher who took a linguistics course. I'm absolutely fascinated with how languages develop. I know, I love that. I love that. So it's because I once flunked for criticizing the school system. That was bizarre. Oh my god. Victor says a linguistics discussion stream when. Honestly, I could make that like a video essay, honestly. Like I had a whole thing in my first book about like the way languages change to make words shorter and shorter and shorter. That was the reason, by the way. That was the reason why my first book was called Raven's Gem, one word altogether. It was called Raven's Gem because, you know, it was an artifact formerly known as the Raven's apostrophe gem. But with time passing, words became crunched together and it just became known as the Raven's Gem. You know, that's the way things work. That's how we went from, you know, long space sword to long sword being one word, you know. Over time, languages just pushes things, because we human beings, we hate long words. We want shorter words. We want to be able to project our knowledge as quickly as possible to one another and to relay information as quickly as possible. It might even be part of our, you know, survival mechanisms. You know, so like, you know, it's the kind of thing how you know, we originally had. God damn it, Melty beat me to it. God damn it. Melty's 100% correct, by the way. Melty, this one goes to you. Melty says, my favorite example is how the old goodbye used to be God be with ye. Like God be with ye became goodbye after a long while, you know, and that's just incredible. And of course, Muntums and Seku being on the same wavelength, by the way. We humans hate long words. Please let the Germans know. Oh my god. This might be me being a German, but I think there should be more compound words. That's fair. Again, you know. I'm not putting anybody on blast. Seku's like, there should be less compound words. Good times, honestly. See, this is the kind of stuff that I love arguing about. I love arguing about words because ultimately, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna do an oracle roll real quick. What is the weather today, by the way? The weather is 95. Allergy season. God, that's literally a 5% chance for. Oh no, it's actually like 10%, but whatever, it's fine. It's a 10% chance for allergy season. Okay, so the trees are a blooming and everybody is a sniffling. Got it. We are having a little bit of a spell. Oh my god, Melty says airplane in German can literally be translated to flying thing. I love that. An ambulance is sick wagon. Honestly, that one makes sense though. Honestly though, like sick wagon makes sense. I mean, like that's what it probably was back in the day, you know? It was just a wagon that carried the sick people from one place to another. It makes sense. You know what? Now you got me thinking, actually. Let me just close the screen for a second. Ambulance etymology. Alright, so here's my favorite thing to do on Google, by the way. You enter a word and then you add etymology to show you where the word came from. And it came from originally the Latin ambulant. Yeah, like being ambulatory. Yeah, you walk. Hospital ambulant. A horse-drawn field hospital, and then just became ambulance. Interesting. Oh. That's interesting. Oh, Ghost is here. Hi, Ghost.
Welcome.
How you doing? See, I love doing this, by the way. I'm just like looking up at the etymology of words. Oh yeah, it just comes from walking. It used to be a mobile field hospital. That's so interesting. It's also extra true because the concept that we know as hospitals didn't exist until relatively recently, by the way. Turns out back in the day, people just kind of, if you got hurt in the middle of a battlefield, you were like done. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Ghost. So many people are coming down sick right now. So at least you're in good company. I'm terrified I might get sick. Yo, sick stream when, huh? Would you guys let me stream if I was sick? Be honest. Siska! Hey, I'm ambulating over here. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Tony Bananas, I'm ambulating over here. Okay, thank you. Moontops, Kitty, and Seku are like, no. Oh, I got bonked. Oh, no. Go to bed, yeah. Okay, Morgana. Oh, wow. Everyone is... Okay. Listen, I said if you... I wasn't saying I was going to stream sick. I'm just saying if you guys would let me. I'm just saying. Nah, you just rest. Okay. But would you watch if I was streaming? If I started streaming while I was sick, would you watch? I like everyone just hitting me with no's. Okay, alright. Lesson learned. Learned. Okay, chat. I would only tell you to go to bed, says Ghost. Okay, chat. So, back to role-playing for a hot second, okay? Before the next time that we do a sidebar on linguistics. So, it is the start of a brand new day. We wake up, in our little tent, and, we get up ready for the morning. We wash our face in the nearby river, probably drink some water, eat some food from our bag, and before us, we have a brand new day. Redeeming hydrate constantly. I love that, Melty. Oh, that's funny. I love that. Oh my god. So Fifi talking a little bit about how vodka was derived from the Polish word woda, which we learned earlier, which is just water. That's funny. I love that. That's actually really, really, really cute. I mean, I could just look up where vodka comes from, actually. Yep, it is in fact the Russian of voda. Voda. That's interesting. The Russian diminutive of voda, water. Huh. Waterant. Siska, not water. Waterant. Why that got me so bad, Siska. On Waterant got me so bad. Oh my god. Ghost, that's just tea. Alright, water. Okay, alright. Enough. Chat, big question coming to you guys right now, okay? So, it is the start of a brand new day. It is a brand new day over here in Stone Summit, and we have options, okay? We can go continue fostering our relationship with Cygnus. We could go chat with the mayor and learn more about what the mayor's been up to, or we can introduce ourselves to one of the new characters that we mentioned earlier. We have the person working at the tourist center, we have the person working at the bookshop, and the person working at the rival space livestock farm. So, what do we want to do? Oh my god. Did you water or did you water? And oh my god. I love that. Caleb says, I love the mayor, but damn, I want to see a new character. Melty says, to be honest, I want to introduce ourselves to the bookstore person. The bookbinder slash book person, says Dopey. New character, says Seku. Okay, new character for sure. So yeah, our options are the person working at the tourist center, which I envision to be like an energetic kind of Genki type, the nerdy, shy person working at the bookshop, or the outgoing, outdoorsy, tomboy person working at the rival farm. I wonder which one Chad will pick. All right, yeah. What do you want to do? You want to do outgoing, nerd, or tomboy? There you go. The outgoing is the Genki type, by the way. Again, I assume 99% of the people watching are weebs. Okay, I see 2 votes for tomboy, 1 vote for nerd, and 1 vote for outgoing. I know you're thinking, Max, just make this an actual poll. No, too much work. Too much work. People in chat decide. Tomboy? I'm seeing a lot of love for tomboy. They have great power. They combine any fanfiction. It's true. Oh my god. I wonder if there's been any like fanfiction writers who went hard into book binding so they could make book versions of their fanfic. Which again, honestly, like, respect for sure. Tomboy says Victor. Ooh. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, is there a new tomboy anime? Wait, hold up. I need to Google this up. What is the new tomboy anime? I'm literally Googling tomboy anime new. A romance about a tomboy will be released next year, excuse me? Tomo-chan? Wait. Tomo-chan is a girl? Is that what it is? This video is unavailable. Okay, thanks for nothing, YouTube. Thanks for nothing. AnimeSenpai.net. Oh, it is Tomo-chan is a girl. Okay. I'm a bit of a connoisseur of anime, so I was like, I haven't heard of this. Ooh. Hell yeah. Caleb says, I actually saw a video of someone binding a fanfiction they loved. They didn't write it, it was just a fan. That's still awesome, though, honestly. Being able to hold your book in your own hands is awesome. Makes me really happy. Oh, it's a cute anime? Hell yeah. Alright, so clearly Tomboy has won, unless we can literally get a wall of people being like, please make it the nerd. But it's okay. We can visit these other characters later. So, I think that before we walk over there, we should just roll the characters so we have a mental image of what they're like. Maybe they can run into us. Who knows, right? So let me go over here to the character sheets. And let's roll a character right now. So, there's a couple concessions I'm making right now, okay? No matter what, I'm gonna roll the character. No matter what we get, this person is gonna be a young adult, and they're gonna be working at the rival farm. So we're going to overlook the age and profession aspects of this character we're rolling, okay? So, at the count of 1, 2, and 3. Oh, let's go. Wait, hold up. It's gonna no. It rolled an adult, but you know it's a young adult. Yo, an orc. Yo, an orc though. An orc named Lionseye. Oh, that is kind of nice actually. So, for anybody who doesn't know, we have this recurring another eco goth. Honestly, goth orc is kind of nice actually. So, for anybody who doesn't know, baby is a 1% chance to get on the age table. And we keep joking about getting a character who's a baby and the mayor, which is a 1 in 1,000 chance. I was so terrified. Oh, what if they're BFFs? Oh my god. Okay, flashback to yesterday. The mayor was like, oh yeah, the person who works at the farm is actually a friend of mine. Boom. So the mayor's actually friends with this orc. It appears that the orc is he, they, who presents in with their gender presentation is other, so they don't particularly fit into what we would understand as mask, femme, or androgynous, which is perfectly fair. I love that. Oh my god. Chip says soft reset for shiny baby mayor. I love that. I absolutely love that. Oh, no, I did not want this. Okay, so. No. There we go. No! Why are you like this? You know what? It's fine. I'll make this work. Okay, so. chat. So we have. I'm picturing. We can probably do a little bit of finagling because I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Is my role-playing game. So let me just look at some of these character descriptions. Okay. Ignore the job. Although we can look at Jester as them being a little bit of a little shit. They can be a little bit playful. Maybe we can take some inspiration from there. They're anxious and frugal, which is really interesting. Oh my, maybe they work too much actually. Their charm points are disheveled and boots, which is really, really interesting actually. Interesting. They love model aircraft. That's hilarious. Okay, so I'm writing this right now that they make Gunpla, by the way. They make Gunpla. Summer 12th is their birthday. They love fruits and toys. Honestly, oh, they just love Gundam. They just love Gundam. They just love Gundam. Okay, there you go. So your birthday is summer 12th, by the way. Just a clowncore aesthetic. I need to look up what that is, by the way. What is clowncore? Because honestly, like, that's incredible. That is incredible. Is there any not safe for work image here? I don't think so. Okay. Honestly, I feel like we could do something like this. We could legitimately do something. This is funny. Honestly, you know what? More power to people who want to dress that way. Honestly, I'm not even judging. So their age is young adult. Now, chat, I need a name, okay? Is their name Peony, Lion's Eye, or Affogato? Please note that the options are, we have a cute name, a cool name, and a funny name. Affogato is kind of, I don't feel like it fits. My heart tells me Lion's Eye. I feel like Lion's Eye is a really cool name. But we could also do Peony. Chat, can I please hear votes for Peony and Lion's Eye, please? You could vote by entering the name. You could also enter an emote, like a lion's face. Alternatively, a flower for Peony. Does the lion's emote even work, by the way? Let me just check. I feel like the lion emote is relatively new. People are hitting me with Lion's Eye for sure. And honestly, you know what? I'm happy to see, for once we're seeing unity in chat. Lion's Eye. Oh, thank God. Okay, everybody wants Lion's Eye. Let's go. He is an orc. Victor says Lion's Eye is a very good name for a Gundam pilot. You're not even wrong. I need to watch the new Gundam. I heard it was gay. Other. So, the gender presentation that we have in Iron Valley, by the way, you have 4 options, and I don't want and I will give the gender explanation right now. So, envision. Actually, you know what? Can I just literally bring up the graphic that we have last time, by the way? Where do I have that graphic? I think it's on here, and it's on roll for novel, isn't it? That way I don't have to literally explain it from draft. Okay, roll for novel. Here we go. I should do a roll for novel again. I haven't done it in like a month. All right, so here's the way that gender actually works, okay? So, we have, on this side of the Venn diagram, we have masculine, where we, the kind of presentation that we know, that people who assign themselves as male wear and dress and behave. Then we have feminine, and between both of those is androgynous. Androgynous is a gender presentation that is somewhere between or a part of one and not the other. It is somewhere in there. And then around both of these, we have other. The rest of all the possible genders that can possibly exist. Gender doesn't exist only between masc and femme and androgynous. There's a whole expression out here. And there are several people, real world people that I feel represent, the other gender, people whose gender presentation goes beyond what we normally know. And I wanted to have the other gender presentation in Iron Valley because we don't know how some of these fantastical ancestries and races present themselves. And I feel like leaving that open for them to present gender in their own way is absolutely valid. Anyways, I'm getting off my soapbox. Rival farm. Now congrats, Kitty. Kitty went to get a test. Because she was concerned that she might have actually cut the bug. And you're negative. Let's go. Yeah, you just have the cold. Yay. So here's what happens. Here's what I like to do whenever I'm running a game, right? I like to go with my heart. I like to go with my gut feeling. And here's what I'm thinking for Lion's Eye, okay? We were already joking that he plays with Gundams for fun and makes Gundams. Then why not have this farm be a farm that has some sort of robotic element to it? I'm picturing maybe like maybe there's like tiny little like boxy like robots that are just going around helping with the farm, maybe. I feel like that would be cute. I want to like kind of like commit to this aesthetic. Maybe the farm is made out of the old chassis of an old robot, maybe some sort of defense robot that was formerly used to defend this planet, you know, back in the time before there was peace. It's a possibility. A part of me just like, you know, once I see that idea, I want to hold on to that. But anyways, these are good to remove. I think I will be ignoring Jester because I don't know how it fits. I'm not gonna lie. And also, nope. There we go. So let me just really quickly. So this can actually be separated. We don't need this. This is fine. Why are you like this? You know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. So we know that they're frugal and anxious. So I am definitely envisioning them as someone who's constantly working on the farm. I'm picturing as a sort of person who like spends all day working, and at night they finally go to like the bar or whatever community center there is, and they just, you know, get a couple drinks and chat with friends, and then they get back to work the next day, you know. The kind of character who in Stardew Valley, you know, they would spend all day working, and then you would find them at the tavern, you know, every single night. That would be like the only time you know you would find them there, you know. And when you would give them presents. So that's the kind of person that I'm picturing. Their charm points, you know, maybe they have like nice like work boots and the rest of their clothes are a little bit disheveled. I'm not super sure about this, but let me just start writing. No, it won't be Shane. I can't do Shane from Stardew Valley. I can't. I have opinions on Shane, and I can't go through this right now. Honestly, most of them are not even Shane's fault. I feel like Concerned Ape dropped the ball with one element of Shane's character. Oh my god, yes. Victor says, you know he's working on a custom cow-themed gunpla in secret. I kind of love that, honestly. I can fix it, but I won't. Alright, so, Lion's Eye. I'm just gonna start just writing what comes to mind. Lion's Eye runs the local space livestock farm in Stone Summit. He might be the hardest working person in town. He might just be the hardest working person in town. He works from dawn until dusk, only spending a little bit of time every night at the local bar or tavern to catch up with friends. His farm is a his farm is a wonder of is a wonder of. Please don't mind me using the big fancy words here, okay? It's a wonder of detritus. As he maintains a collection of small robotic assistants to keep the farm going. These little robots would have long since been scrapped if it wasn't for Lion's Eyes choosing to take them under his wing. The gift he needs is rest. Oh my god. Also, I love that Moontoms is referencing Innocent Life. I need to play Innocent Life. I have a Kitty was literally looking for physical copies of Innocent Life, and I'm like, I have a PSP. I still have a PSP. If it wasn't for Lion's Eye choosing to take them under his wing. So I love the idea that he took all these robots that were gonna get scrapped and he like repaired them, and he has them helping around his farm. You know, little things that would otherwise have been thrown out. I love that. Is it really only 15 bucks? Why didn't you order it for 15 bucks? That's nothing. You know what? We'll check out our local game store to see if they have it. Honestly, I wouldn't mind playing it. I kind of want to play it now that Moontoms has been like reminding me that it exists. Okay, now the other thing I want to say is that Lion's Eye, his farm. Oh, there's a PS2 version. I feel like I remember that. Lion's Eye Farm is mostly focused on space livestock. Primarily space cows, which are like regular cows. Like regular cows, except they wear little space helmets and produce only space milk. Space milk. This is dumb, but this is very dumb, but I'm having fun, okay? Space milk. Aside from keeping a large field for the cows to graze. Oh my god, can you believe I remember the word graze, by the way? A large field for the cows to graze. Lion's Eye also has you know what? I was gonna say that Lion's Eye actually has like I was gonna say that he has like crops, but you know what he has? He has a little junkyard of things that he's fixing. Oh my god. Has a little junkyard of things that he is fixing. Not least of which might be an actual an actual mobile combat suit. I love the idea that there's just like an old covered in moss and vines like combat suit. I kind of love that, and the idea that Lion's Eye wants to fix it. I kind of love that. See, there you go. Thank you, Siska, for trying to find a justification around my stupid joke. Siska says, does space milk have more protein to help cosmonauts suffering from muscle generation? You're absolutely correct. Oh, I do kind of love that, honestly. No, at least, yeah, mobile suit. Now, let's do some description, okay? Lion's Eye. Because I am picturing... Okay, so in my brain, most orcs, and forgive me for just saying it so bluntly, but most orcs in my brain look like they are, like Warhammer 40k orcs, you know? And the reason for this is because my good friend, Blakesworth, whenever we used to play a D&D campaign where he plays as an orc, and that was the mental image for his character, so orcs look like that in my brain, but I don't want this character to look like that. That's a really mask look. So I'm thinking like the orc on the cover of Lattice and Legends, actually, even though that orc's a little bit more femme looking. I'm picturing like really vibrant colored hair, maybe like a side cut, and you know they definitely have the tusks poking out. You know, they're definitely, you know, let's just say it, they're fit as hell. Maybe they do that thing. You know, we get a shot of them where they're like working the field, you know, and they have like their shirt slightly rolled up, and you know, you can see, you know, their chiseled abs, you know what I'm saying, and you know, sweat sliding down, you know, their glistening skin, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. you know what I'm saying. I'm not weird, you're weird about it. Don't be weird about it, okay? Okay, so he's sexy, okay? So big deal. He's attractive, so what? We're a single slime, they. We can date whoever we want, sure, so what? So what if he's attractive? Don't boo me, I'm right. That is actually really true. So Fifi makes a good point as to why slimes would be very good as cosmonauts. It's actually a really good point. Also, I just realized, by the way, I recognize what Kaylin was talking about, is that like maybe actually yeah, because the old innkeeper was the one that was helping Snail, not Slug, Snail actually, with his robot suit. So maybe Lionseye can actually fill in that spot in the story. And of course, you know, thank you everyone, by the way, for accepting the truth. That yes, everyone in this town is hot. Honestly, I hate to break it to you, but everyone in this town is hot. I don't know why that's happened. Certainly it can't be my doing. So let me just really quickly just describe Lionseye. Actually, I'm supposed to be on break. Everybody get up and stretch, by the way. Get up and stretch, drink water. I will be doing it in a second. I know Kitty's about to yell at me and be like, Max, get up and stretch, please. And I will. Let me just plant all of these turnips. Man, restarting the save file is so weird because you go from having everything to having nothing. And I know that sounds silly. Of course, it's what of course, it's what it means. But like, man, all my upgrades are gone. I have to manually plant everything. Even the granny's hot. I mean, like, yeah, I said everybody was hot. I meant everybody. Please don't make this joke bad, please. Let's just drop this joke. I'm stretching sort of, says Melty, cleaning up after the students who didn't go on the field trip today. Oh, I get that. I forget that you're a teacher assistant. That's awesome. That's kind of cool, actually. Oh, no. Here he comes.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Alright. I have, in fact, hydrated. And I am, in fact, getting up and stretching. So, lovely people of the stream. You all know what I'm doing afterwards, you know? At like 1:50, we're gonna jump over, waiting for Muntum's stream, so we can rate them and wish them a happy Friday. And after that, I'm gonna go on a date. So, you guys always know my schedule. So, my question is, what are y'all doing the rest of today? And maybe the weekend? You know, you always know what I'm up to. What are you guys up to? Let's see. Okay, Lion's Eye is tall, muscular. Ghost has to study for midterms. Sob. I mean, like, you know, it's important to get that stuff done. It may suck a little bit, but you know, I'm proud of you for, you know, focusing on the things that are the most important. Say torn. I gotta keep practicing. Probably won't do much because it's late here, but maybe I'll play Iron Valley for a little bit. Oh my god! I love that. I mean, like, you know, I know most people over on the other side of the world, you know, it's like late, you know. It's probably like already like 10? Is it 10 already? But nonetheless, you know, I'm getting emotional just to the people, you know, playing my game. Thank you for giving it a chance. Siska says, just lying in this hospital bed. Oh my god, Siska. Playing Breath of the Wild, right? Sorry, I just did that Star Wars meme. Is studying hard as I have weekend classes. I mean, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with having priorities, you know? And I am proud of anybody who's, you know, taking the time, you know, to focus on the things that currently matter in their life, and there's nothing wrong with that. Melty says next week is spring break, so I'm going to a wildlife park with my friends. I'm going home to play my Ivy campaign after work. You know, you are required by law to tell me what you're doing in your campaigns, by the way. It was actually the fine print at the very end of the rulebook. You're required to tell me. I just want to know what people are up to. And if you do have any feedback, please let me know. Oh yeah, Alex is going to be working on more Let's Plays. Let's go. Seku says reading, then sleep today. Little tattoo a tattoo convention in your town. That's exciting. Yo, let's go. Do you have tattoos, Seku, or are you just interested in them? For a hot second, I'm like, are you a tattoo artist? Do you make tattoo art? That's interesting. Okay, Okay, y'all, Alex and Siska both hit me with the 24-hour format. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the 24-hour format is. I live in the US. We don't have the 24-hour format. You're asking me to do math. Okay, let me just... Okay, so 22 minus 12. It must be 10. It's 10:18 over where you're at. All right, I figured it out. Yes! Yeah, Saturn was everyone who has work to do. Good luck! Yes, I love that. Aw, Siska says, I'm playing Breath of the Wild and drawing sometimes. I'm not feeling especially inspired in this environment. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. That's something that I've heard a lot of friends going to hospitals deal with. But you know, also do remember that your recovery is very important. So you know, take some time for yourself. Melty, in reply to me asking them what their Iron Valley campaign is like, Melty says, my campaign is high-key a self-insert side story to this webcomic I like. Yo, nothing wrong with that. Hell yeah, have fun. Oh my god, there's so many comments. Oh my god, I'm getting blasted. Yo, Seku does have some tattoos. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Yo, I don't have any tattoos, but I'm interested in them. Siska just being like, oh my god, Max, just subtract 12. Yeah, okay. Sure, that is the correct answer. Yeah. You just realize that I don't have this answer, you know, I don't have it off the cuff because I don't have to do this math all the time. No, did I hit a nerve? Oh my god. It's just because, like, everyone's always saying, ooh, no, I can't read 24 hours. Like, what do you mean? Like, 10,000 question marks. Just subtract 12. You're right. You're right. No. You're right. It is easy to fix. I figured it out in like 2 seconds, but I'm not used to doing it. I use a 24-hour in the US on my phone, and my students always ask me about it. Oh my god. Oh, absolutely no worries, Melty. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Y'all, can I get some trans flags in the chat, please, and emotes for Melty, please? Thank you for joining us, Melty. I'm loading into the cannon right now. Thank you for joining us, and good day. Bye-bye.
So long, Bowser.
Alright, so first and foremost, I want to say, I want to take a second and properly apologize. You know what, actually? You know what? Hello, everyone. Welcome to my latest YouTube apology video. I want to say first and foremost that I'm very sorry. I was roasting people within the context of 24-hour clock, and honestly, I had no right to do that. You know what? I was in the wrong here. I want to deeply apologize to Siska, Lady Tadpole in chat, who's always been nothing but understanding and loving in chat. Honestly, I pushed the joke too far today, and I'm sorry. I was in the wrong, and I'm dumb, and I'm a dumb American. Please forgive me and my ignorance, please. Thank you for coming to my YouTube apology video, and before I finish, I want to remind you that today's sponsor is NordVPN and Shadowraid Legends. All right. That's so dumb. That is so dumb. Speaking of supporting me, hey, the number one way to support me is coffee.com/MKirin. You can have your message read on the stream. You get warm fuzzy feels. I get nuggies. Nuggies that go towards our current goals. I have not done this speech in like so long. Our next goal is improving and upgrading Yanto.exe, which is my cat right here next to me. We're gonna add more animations. We're gonna bring back the gremlin. So once we get to 100 nuggies, that will be the thing that will be happening. Also, Seku laughing. Thank God. Okay. I love the idea of like I'm doing a YouTube apology video and it ends with an ad break. Oh crap! Thank you. Thank you, Chips. Shade, shadow, shade, shadow, shedgens. Oh my god. That felt like a tongue twister, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let me just drink some more water, because I went a little bit hard there. Don't they have an emote for when I'm just talking nonstop? No, we don't have an equivalent one of there is a Twitch emote of like just talking nonstop. But I guess yeah, it would be like typing or noted actually. But anyways, yeah, I love typing and noted are my favorite emotes. Man, streaming, huh? Now you're streaming with power. Okay, Lion's Eye is tall, muscular. People in chat. Oh, actually, we have a color chart. Because orcs are generally green. I guess we could just stick to green. I mean, like I don't, should we even change the color of the skin? I don't know. Seems a little bit weird. It's tall, muscular, and youthful. He has tusks poking out of his lips. Tusks poking out of his smile. He has vibrant colored hair with a oh my god, shit. Side cut. Make it blue to be extra rivals. I mean, like honestly, like a blue orc is actually kind of nice. He has you know what? We have a table for colors. Let's just go. Is it on here? Do I have a table for colors literally right here? It's not here. Thankfully, it's over here. I'm partial to blue-gray. Okay. Here I thought everyone was going to be like, just leave it green, Max. Everybody loves green orcs. But honestly, y'all have changed my point of view. So we have new tables made by viewers just like you, by the way. Let me go grab, I think it's DB, isn't it? Yeah, DB has a table of 100 colors. Let's roll on it right now. 95, high rolls today. 95 is violet. So let me just roll again because we have one for the hair and one for the skin. So we'll see, maybe we can make the hair purple. 38. 38 is forest green. Okay, so we're definitely not doing forest green skin. So it's like an invert, it's like a reverse orc. It's a reversed orc. It's like their hair is green, but their skin is purple. I kind of love that, actually. Okay, let me just go back. He has, purple, violet skin, and vibrant green hair. How do we feel about the side cut, by the way? Is that too on the nose with a side cut? Or maybe we give him like a shaggy haircut? How do we feel about that, huh? You know, like, I know we already have, Aurelis already has the whole anime thing of, like, hair that's covering your eyes. But, maybe we can do, like, a little bit of a shaggy haircut. What do we think? Can I hear it for shaggy haircut? Green and purple, I don't know, man. Let me open a new tab real quick. Because, like, I'm honestly, what I'm picturing, Chad from Bleach is what I'm picturing right now, honestly. I'm picturing... Can I get a good picture of Chad from Bleach, by the way? Can I get one image of Chad from Bleach that is good looking? God, he looks terrible in all these photos. God, he looks absolutely... He looks like ass in all of these images. You're not the pretty boy I was picturing. Yo, what's a wolf cut? Wolf cut hairstyle. Oh, let's actually go. Oh, let's go. Okay, no, yeah, it's definitely the wolf cut. I'm going wolf cut. Yeah, just the idea. Ooh, that is also good too, though. Siska saying, here's a thought. The sides are actually shorn and his head is tattooed. He's got... Oh, he definitely has tattoos for sure. We're going tattoos. But I love the idea of this kind of hairstyle on someone who looks kind of masked. Can I just get the image, please, Your Honor? Let me just... Bro, so a hairstyle like this, I know it's a bit of a Billie Eilish kind of look, but like, I just like this flowy, almost glam rock style hairstyle on someone who's like mask appearing. I like that. That's very gender to me. So I'm definitely going for the shaggy. Okay, so he has violet skin and vibrant green hair, in a shaggy wolf cut style. I know, don't worry about it. You know, this is not a novel. I don't have to go super descriptive. Yeah, yeah. Siska just nailed it, by the way. It's 70s fantasy pulp. Absolutely. He should look like the Conan covers. Conan book cover. Like, yeah. On it. Oh my. There is something about this look, though. I mean, okay, probably shouldn't. It looks like there were like titties there actually, but it's just like you know, muscular mask with long hair. You know what I'm saying? Just muscular mask with long hair. That's what I want. Anyways, wolf cut style. Very Gengar. I love that. You know, he definitely has thighs, by the way. He definitely has thighs. Because I know, you know, I don't want... Because Siska and I, we were having a conversation on our Discord, right? Where Siska was like, oh, I gave Cosmos thick thighs. And I gave Cosmos big naturals. And I want to say, you know, I want to make it very clear right now, okay? I am not team big naturals, okay? I'm here for everything. Life is a buffet, and I feel like all my characters, in addition to whatever traits they have, their lower bodies, which are often not seen in thumbnails, they all have incredible thighs. Maybe not Cygnus. Cygnus might be a little bit on the thin side, but I can assure you that Lion's Eye will have incredible thighs. Everyone is required by law in these characters to have Chun-Li style thunder thighs. That's all I want to say. And Seku says, yes, big man, long hair, very good vibes. Yes, I love that. Life... Kitty says, life is a buffet. I'll eat all the thighs. I mean, like... you would think that would be my quote, but honestly, you know what? Crush with a watermelon type. Alex just comes in with good. Good. Oh no. Okay, so Victor, I want to make it a point that I did see your comment, and you're not incorrect. I do get it. Sorry, I got lost between all the comments. But Fabio is correct. Honestly. Good night, Caleb. Go to Hourglass. Thick thighs, small chest, large arms. Okay. He has his skin. His skin is covered in tattoos. I definitely, you know, I'm leaning towards him definitely being a friend of Moontum says noted, learns an ace. Honestly, I completely get you. Honestly, well, don't worry, Victor, don't worry. I'm old, so I caught that reference for sure. Okay, you know what? I can't let Victor suffer alone. So Fabio was formerly a romance novel model. He was in the cover of a bunch of novels, and was just a pretty beautiful man. You know. So that's who Fabio is. I believe he's still alive, actually. I was gonna say was, but he's definitely still alive. So that's Fabio, by the way. He was a bit of a pop culture icon back in the day. Now, I was gonna say something, okay? Now, I don't want to just get by this comment, because Ronnie is correct. You know, a lot of these things, you know, we have quite a few people watching who are like Ace or Ace Arrow. So, you know, don't feel bad. You know, we're here, you know. You know, don't feel bad. I love you. You're welcome, and you're welcome here, and I love you. And Fabio is also mean, by the way. I love Siska was like, oh, Ronnie told me about him being Fabio. Okay, he has violet skin and vibrant green hair in a shaggy wolf style. Yeah. By the way, Kitty is also Ace, by the way. Yeah. So yeah, this place is queer as hell, and everybody's welcome. And yeah, absolutely. Do you think that I would let Oh, sorry. I forgot. Thank you.
You're beautiful.
You think that I would let any like bad faith argument against like ace people on this stream? On my stream? Absolutely not. I would devastate. I would destroy people. I've been saving meter this whole time. I would drop all my ultras. That is a joke, by the way. That's a joke for nobody. Nobody on the stream knows about fighting games. That joke was for Danny, and Danny's not here. Is Danny still streaming? Is Danny still streaming? I feel like Danny has been streaming all day today. Let me go check. Where did the thumbnail? Oh, there's YouTube. Is Danny still streaming? Oh, Danny's on Twitch. Is Danny still streaming on Twitch? Okay, Danny stopped streaming. Okay. For a hot while, I'm like, Danny, you've been streaming all day. So Victor asks, which fighting gaming joke? Okay, so I do want to make it clear. It was more of like a general fighting game joke. You know, I've been saving my meter, my special move meter, and if anybody made a bad faith argument against trans or queer or ace people, I would release all my ultras that I've been saving. That was the joke. Now, if you're asking me what kind of fighting game ultimate I would have, now that's a different question right there. Honestly, I'm a little bit basic, maybe like a Street Fighter kind of move, maybe. Oh my god, Guilty Gear! Oh my god, sorry. It's just like the people who made Guilty Gear, they know they're getting the gays to play their game because Testament is non-binary and Bridget and Brisket is trans. We're winning. We can't stop winning. There are so many queer people I know that are like, I don't know anything about fighting games, but I want to play this game because there's a gay character in it. Honestly, we just keep winning. Anyways, I was gonna say something and I completely lost track of time and space. Oh, you know what? Actually, fighting. Okay, so here's the connection. Okay, here's the segue. Okay, fighting games. You know what's a fighting game? Mortal Kombat. You know who didn't know about Mortal Kombat fatalities? Kitty. Kitty didn't know about fatalities and friendship fatalities. And I was showing her a compilation of them, and Kitty was like, "This is ridiculous." It's like instead of like tearing someone's head and their spine in one go, instead it was like instead the fight is like, finish them, and then you enter an input, and then you and the other person are like holding hands and dancing. The friendship ones are insane. It's true. Anyway, I was just thinking about that. Kitty had a fun time with that. It's like, and in this friendship fatality, Sub-Zero comes out from the edge of the screen with a little ice cream cart, and he gives ice cream to his enemy. And it ends with them sharing an ice cream together. It's really cute. It's really cute. Honestly, though, listen, I was gonna be like, am I gonna commit to this bit? Not the friendship ones. Yeah, I had a feeling that Siska was tearing someone's head and their spine out in the same way. It is better than the gory ones. It is better. They're cute and dumb. They're really, really dumb. Like, do yourself a favor and just look up like Mortal Kombat friendship. They're really, really stupid. In a good way. They're absurd. In a good way. Yeah. There's a bunch of them. Yeah, Kitty doesn't like the gory ones. All right. I should probably finish describing this character. His skin is covered in tattoos. He is quite frugal, so he mostly wears work clothes. Mostly oh my god, sleeveless tanks for working under the sun, and jeans that have that are partially torn from years of wear. He also wears a large pair of boots, which only add to his height. There we go. No. That Alex asks, is that The Sims? No, it is in fact that one military song. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Sorry. I had to meme, by the way. Go. Wait, can I do the voice? Go. What was that? Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. There we go. I can make voices. I can make exactly 2 voices. Very deep voice and gremlin voice. Hello. Hello there. That's not true. I can do multiple voices. I was a game master. When you game master, you have to end up doing several voices, by the way. You know, and then you try to do like a dwarf voice and it sounds terrible. We have all been there. Everyone's tried to voice a dwarf and it sounded terrible. We have all been there. Yeah, and I didn't do that karaoke stream, you're right. Yeah, I did do many voices in Dango Duo. It's right. Oh, no worries, Sofifi. Thank you for joining us today. Everybody, you know what to do. Transflags and emotes for Sofifi, please. Thank you for joining us, and bye-bye, Sofifi. Have a good night. Get lots of rest.
So long, Bowser.
Maybe I should get a different transflag icon. Because the transflag that we have on the screen is a transflag from Twitter, and it looks just so square. Oh my god, Siska. Yeah, Kitty, could you do me a favor? Actually, you know what? I know that you're on mobile. I'll do it. I'm gonna add Siska's quote because it's actually really good. Add quote. When I GM, everyone sounds gay because guess what? I'm gay. Welcome to Gay Town, Siska. New quote just dropped. That's number 54, baby. Also, by the way, we do have several lovely commands, by the way. Such as the incredible praise Moontoms, by the way, because Moontoms is one of the mods and one of my favorite people in the whole world. And we're going to be rating the stream in approximately 10-ish minutes. Add to his height. Is there anything else we need to know about this character? Well, unfortunately, I don't feel like we have enough time to keep role-playing. But it's okay. I'm the kind of person where I don't worry too much if we lose track of time doing... Oh my god, I forgot about quote number 6. So the context for quote number 6, I forgot Kendra died today. We were doing our Pokemon Nuzlocke, okay? And I'm naming it after people from chat. Kendra's one of my friends and one of the mods. And Kendra died early in the stream, and then halfway through the stream, I was like, oh, I forgot Kendra died today. And then Kitty immediately just clipped that. Muntum says, Siska yesterday was like, what should I name this character? And I was like, Siska, that's you, a dragon GF and everything. Yo. Get yourself a girlfriend who can do everything. Also, Moontomes. So, or rather, forgive me, Ronnie. While I was cleaning up my files, because, by the way, fun fact, I had to re-render all of the expressions for this outfit because there was an error. There was one solitary handful of pixels that were transparent. So my outfit looked like butt. So I had to fix it. And also, I was looking through the layers. I found this doodle that I did. That I was just a quick 2-second doodle that I was like, it's Ronnie is small enough to fit in a hand, and it was the hand offering you Ronnie. It's like, can I offer you a Ronnie in this time of need? I gotta finish that. I feel like that would be a really funny drawing. Now Dale asks, does Ronnie also stream on YouTube? No, Ronnie streams on Twitch over at twitch.tv/moontomes. But the VODs do in fact go to YouTube. Oh crap! Could you guys do me a favor and just drop the link towards Moontomes' VOD channel, please? Could someone just do me a favor with that, please? It would be very much appreciated, by the way. The gift of Ron. Oh my god, yes. Honestly, so there was a Twitter meme going around, right? Of like, you know, like me rating the names people call me, right? And honestly, I'm really grateful for that post because I was like, it's like, wow, so many people I know I've been calling them by names that are suboptimal. I'm not even being sarcastic. Like, tell me how to optimally refer to you. Honestly. Oh, no worries, Victor. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you had a good time. It was really fun chatting with you. Have a lovely, lovely day. Go have fun with your friend. Bye-bye, Discord. Discord. I meant Victor. You know what to do. Wave emotes and post as I load Victor into the cannon. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye, Victor.
So long, Bowser.
Victor has a cool last name, by the way. Andrade is a cool Spanish last name. Everyone I knew in Mexico who had the last name Andrade was cool. That's all I gotta say. Alright, and let me actually just really quickly just clean up through all of these stats real quick. I feel like this is safe to close. So we'll get back to role-playing next week for sure. So, really quickly, before I go over to Moontome's stream, actually, can I just open in a new tab, actually? It's not ready yet, okay. Yo, but Crystar, though. Crystar's been really fun, though. Honestly, for you know, I know that I shouldn't actually have assumed. Seku says, and Victor is very cool. The trend is confirmed to be true. Hell yeah, I love that. Yeah, so Seku was so sweet earlier. I was in Seku's chat, and Seku, when they finished their stream, Seku was like, oh, you know what? Actually, Max is streaming later today. You should go see them. That was so sweet. Thank you, Seku. Yeah, honestly, like, I don't know. I just feel really lucky that I keep running into really, really nice, sweet people. I haven't had a single negative experience just chatting with people and other VTubers and other creative people online. I feel incredibly lucky. Things did not used to be this way back in the day. Woo! It did not used to be this way. I've been making videos for a long, long time and working on the internet for a long time. It did not used to be this way. Everyone's just been so sweet and lovely. I just feel incredibly lucky that I'm surrounded by so many lovely, lovely people. Now, let me take a quick sip of water before I give you a couple links and stuff that I want you to know about. Kitty says, oof, it's also bad on some corners of the internet, but thankfully everyone is so good here. Honestly, it's so true. It's so true. Everybody's so sweet. And Seku said, of course, I know someone's gonna be live. If I know someone's gonna be live, I might as well let them know. Aw, thank you. That's still really sweet, though. Thank you. Not to get a little bit serious, but like, you know, in the world, apathy and doing nothing is the easiest thing to do. So any kind of action or gesture that pushes away from apathy, that, you know, leads towards, you know, any kind of action or gesture that is positive means the world to me, because I know so many people who choose to do nothing. A lot of people who choose to stand idly by while things happen. So I am forever grateful and thankful for the people who go out of their way to do little gestures of goodness. There you go. Just being a little bit sappy today. It is Friday. As for the next week, I'm thinking a little bit more playtesting. I'm thinking a little bit more writing. I want to jump into actually writing the rulebook and doing some oracles. So we have that to look forward to next week. As for other streams, usually Tuesday and Thursdays I do special things. We might do some more. We might do some more Nuzlocke next week. Honestly, the Nuzlocke was actually really good. Aw, Moontomes. Yeah, I guess I have a way with words. But, you know, I also like to say what I mean. It's just something that I've always been doing in my life. I learned a long time ago that time is finite and life is finite, and I might as well spend the time I have on this planet of blue and green telling people exactly how I feel about it. You know, if there's something nice I want to tell you, I will let you know. I was talking about this earlier, you know, like you know, if you were here in real life standing next to me, I would probably give you a hug, and I would tell you that you are good and that I love you. because that's the way that I am. Again, my real immediate facility friends know me for being a big hugger. I just love hugging people. But again, you know, not everybody likes hugs, so you know, if Ronnie wouldn't want a hug, I wouldn't force Ronnie to receive a hug from me. That being said, all I'm saying is that you might be missing on a really, really nice hug. That's all I'm saying. People telling me I'm really good at hugging. People from all over. Oh, let's go! Muntums is a hug thing. Let's go! Pog. Let's go. Okay, let's go. And this is how I know Muntums and I are really best friends. Okay, let's go. Also, Jinx is here. Hi, Jinxie.
Welcome.
Yeah, the stream will be ending relatively soon, but thank you for joining in today. And Dale says, I totally love a big hug. And Alex says, if I got a hug from MKirin. That is my alarm. My alarm read Ronnie time. So you know what that means. We're gonna be rating Ronnie's stream actually. So I want you all to get ready to go over to the link below.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to.
Oh, I love Ronnie. Oh my god, Ronnie's so cute. I'm putting I'm putting my friends on blast because the other day we showed up on Ronnie's stream and all my friends were like, oh my god, Ronnie's so sweet. That's why Max really, really loves them. And I'm like, yeah, you SOBs. I love Ronnie. Ronnie's great. Oh, Ronnie's live. Let's go. Let's actually go. Oh, let's actually go. All right, so before I end the stream, I do want to tell you a couple of things, okay? First and foremost, the music you heard in the background today is from the one and only Lo-Fi Leah. Lo-Fi Leah is an incredible virtual jazz musician who has given me the permission to use their music on my streams. They're awesome. Their music is on Spotify and everywhere. Please consider supporting them. The app that I use is Vtuber. You can use it as well to be a VTuber like me. You can also check out my website, MKirinauthor.com, where you can buy my actual novels. You can buy The Fabulous Games 1 and 2, a story about queer people with psychic powers. You can also purchase The Last Bread Mage, my latest book, a book about the end of the world. It's Dark Souls, but gay. And I also have my coffee shop. The best way to support me is coffee.com/MKirin. But also, if you're still watching, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell to be notified. These things let YouTube know that I matter, that I'm important, that I should show up in everybody's recommended pages. All right, let's get out of here. Muntums is streaming. Please go to Muntums' stream. I may or may not do something very, very important on the stream, so I want you all to be there. And I'm gonna be after that. I'm gonna go on my date with my incredible wife. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being a part of my day. And let me leave you with a little message, as always. Hi there. Thank you for coming to the stream today. Thank you for making me a little part of your day. And I wanted to say, as always, that if you're struggling with something today, if you're dealing with enormous thoughts and you're thinking to yourself, I'm never going to get over this, this is never going to be over, the truth is that you will. You will get over these feelings, you will get over these days, and one day soon, you look back on these days and you will realize that you're stronger now, and you got over them. You may not think you're strong, but you are. The only thing we can do right now is to keep marching on one day at a time. So please keep going. Please keep marching on with me, okay? Hand in hand, we'll keep chasing the horizon. Let's keep working hard and keep going, okay? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being a part of my day. And I hope you have a lovely night and a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Okay, that's all the time I've got. I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
Okay, so normally this is the part of the stream where I shoot everyone off, but I do want you to know that you should go to Moontombs' stream, because it's going to be fun. And I'm going to be there for a little bit, and then I'm going to hop off. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being a part of my day. See you later.
Okay, that's all the time I've got. I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf